Banana, I love that I read that exactly in the voice. I've been watching so much Dimension 20 lately, trying to catch up on Fantasy High. We're going to talk about Fantasy High in non-spoiler generic large terms later. We're going to talk about it mechanically, just to put that out there. So anyways, yes. I'm having a hard time getting, like, real jazzed for the new season, because I have thoughts on people, but we'll see. I don't know. I'm like, I'll probably at least give it a shot once it starts. My audio feels very quiet to me, but as long as that's just a me problem, that's okay. I love that my nephew gets excited about me. That's so great. Yeah, Path of Storms have been weird today. Poor Jeff, was doing like an off-site thing for work that was going fishing. Like they went walleye fishing, off of Lake whatever the fuck, up in Michigan. Apparently a storm rolled through while they were on the boat, and it did not go well. So there's that. Yeah, I know Eastern Texas was getting fucking annihilated earlier, and then like an hour after it calmed down for them, then we got it. It was like the storm was going backwards. It was wild. It was heckin' windy. There was sideways rain. It was a good time. So I look ready for the new season. Uh-oh. I guess maybe a little bit. Let's see, catching up. God, quote 37, that has to be so old. Is visual for the stream a little skippy? Oh no! See that, and it might be, because I don't know if my internet got fixed. So, that's the question. Hi Metric. I'm doing alright. I have a Tucker. I'll probably keep panic looking over at him. We've given our vet so much money over the last 2 to 3 months. I'm afraid to tally it up. But speaking of Warburg, thank you for the resub. Me and Tucker's frequent vet visits, really appreciate it. Yeah. It's just a lot. I love him so much, and I just want him to feel good. And we're trying. But God, it's a lot. It's a lot. So, oh shit, we're cheersing! Ah! Cheers! I didn't update my uppy sauce! I should do that right now too. Cheers! Ooh, that came out so good. That came out so good today. I'm playing with some new syrups. Let's see. Oh shit, what did I use? Which bourbon did I use? Oh, Ironfish 4-cask bourbon with toasted cherry almond syrup and ginger beer. There we go. Uppy sauce has been re-upped and confirmed. I did make a dangerous uppy sauce. This is very tasty. I'm quite excited about it. Oh god, none of those buttons I wanted to hit, and the thing made a noise. Flash, thank you for the 100 bits. I appreciate it, and Tucker appreciates it. Yesterday, yeah. I think in the last definitely 2 months, potentially 3 months, I think there's been 1 week we haven't been at the vet with one of the dogs. Most of them are Tucker. Yeah. He's on, we're hoping, so yesterday we had to he started a new medication a while ago. Yesterday was a blood draw to see if it's doing what it needs to. Originally when he was prescribed the medication, they wanted him to be doing it twice a day, but the quality of life doing it on that frequency was not good. One of the side effects of it is muscle weakness, and he's already got his back, his lower back and like hip problems and struggles with walking. And the muscle weakness was so bad he literally couldn't. It was very upsetting. I cried. So it's like that. We can't do that. So we talked to the vet and they're like, okay, we can try just doing it once a day. So he's been on just once a day for a little bit. So we're hoping the blood work says that once a day is doing what it needs to. Because if it's not, I don't know how we're going to do that. So that is a concern. So I don't know how we deal with that. It is, what is it? It is currently like $85 for 30 of them. So right now it's $85 a month, unless he does need to be on it twice a day, and then it's $170 a month on top of his other medications. And we'll do it because we love him. But it is getting ouchy. It's getting very ouchy. So yeah, yesterday was $300 at the vet, and then last week was $80, and the week before was, I think, $500. Oh. Yeah. Oh yeah, and then like mods wrote us. I had to go on a panic spree of calling a bunch of pharmacies because 2 of his medications are that, like, we tried to call in refills on like Friday, and so they called us. We tried to call them in on Friday. They called us yesterday to be like, ah! That's kind of what they did. Farron! Thank you very much for the 12 months. I really appreciate it. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, our hype train is 68%. I feel like that's rude of Twitch. Just if someone does a bit, does it go to 69? Sassy Tyler heard you say ouchie and giggled when itching is silly. All right, good to know that if I ever injure myself, it's funny. Oh no, it's still just 68. Flash, I appreciate you trying for science. That's double rude of Twitch. God, what was I even saying? Oh yeah, so they called us, like, we actually don't have either of them. So like, we're happy to like call it into another pharmacy if you can find it, but like, we don't know where you're gonna be able to find it. And I was like, that's not very helpful. So I had to call which pharmacies. Cause like, there are some medications that pets can be on that are like people medications, just at different dosages. And there's some that are like just vet. And I know there are some pharmacies that carry some vet things. A lot of it tends to be like the heartworm and flea and tick prevention. Like, it tends to be like that kind of stuff. And not some of the more specific things. So, oh, yeah, it says 68 for me too. So I guess it's just nice for Sassy, I guess. Interesting. Oh, weird. And JP. Hi, JP. Yeah, so I managed to find one of the meds, which was the more important one, the one that we were, like, testing again yesterday to see if it's okay for him at just the one. Yeah, 69 bits! There we go! And then we overshot. But hey, we got 69. Now everyone has a 69 somewhere. Farron, thank you very much for the 69 bits. I really appreciate it. We have 3 minutes left to get the hype train up another level. So if anybody else got any shenanigans, any resubs they want to do, that'll hit it. Yeah, so I found a pharmacy that had the really important one. And then I had to like chase that down all day because it was like, then I found it and I was like, cool, let me call the vet so they can call it into this pharmacy. And then later I called the pharmacy to just be like, hey, just wanted to make sure you got this prescription. And they're like, no, we don't have it. And, oh, Barry, thank you for the 76 bits. I had my remaining balance. Perfect. Now it's just perfectly balanced. Everything's great. So yeah, so I called the pharmacy to be like, did you get this prescription in, and I called them at like 4 because our vet closes at like 5 or 5:30, and so if they need to do something, I want there to be time. So I call pharmacy at 4, and they're like, no, we don't have it. So then I call the vet, and I'm like, hey, I talked to you guys earlier about this. I just talked to the pharmacy, and they said they don't have it, so I'm just trying to like figure out what's up. And they're like, oh, we see in our notes that we called it in. They're like, when did you talk to them? I was like, I literally hung up with them and called you. And they're like, oh, well, Flash, thank you for the 399 bits. Hey, I see confetti on my screen. Yeah, confetti. Perfect, beautiful, I love it. Level 1 complete. Where are we at? Show me the thing. It's just spent a long time on confetti screen. There we go. We got 4.5 minutes if we want to try to get a higher hype train, but I'm very happy with that. I'll board the train. Thank you. I really appreciate it. So I'm talking to the vet, and they're like, we show that, like, we called it in, like, an hour ago. So they should have it. And I was like, okay, well, I was like, I'm glad we have that. Sassy, thank you for the 69 bits! So then I call the pharmacy back, and, like, all these times I'm having to call people, I am on hold. And the pharmacy we ended up at has hold music that I looked at Jeff, and I was like, this hold music's been going for exactly 10 seconds, and I already want to throw myself out of a window. I don't know why it was such bad hold music. Like, what was wrong with it? Like, why my brain had this reaction? It was some, like, piano. I think it was, like, way too fast-paced, I think, for being on hold. It was just, like, just amping me up, and I'm like, just let me talk to a human. So then I go back to the pharmacy, and I'm like, hey. And I talked to a different tech, and I was like, hey, trying to hunt this down. Talked to you guys. You said you didn't have it. Called the vet. They said you do have it. I just got to figure out what's happening. I was like, is there a chance? Like, they said they called it in. They didn't fax it in. Is there, like, do you have, like, a voicemail system for providers? And there's silence, and this guy goes, oh, yeah. Let me go check that. He is gone for several minutes. He comes back. I'm how they found out that somehow no one all day had been checking their voicemail system. They had a bunch of medications and refill requests in their voicemail. Just somehow no one had checked it. So we got it filled. So I got that one in the morning. The other medication we need from, we have enough to get through the weekend. I found it on 1-800 Pet Meds. So I put in the order there because that one, like, no pharmacy had. They're all like, we have the injectable kind because they're like, there's an injectable version that can be used on humans. So that's all we have. I was like, no, I need the chewables that are beef flavored. So I don't think if you've only got human ones, I don't think we're there. So yeah. So we got the one. The other request is in. I actually should check that and make sure that's moving. I'm gonna do this while we're talking. Yeah, so that's that adventure. I did end up finding out that, oh, it's gonna be Max. I didn't say I was not a robot. Yeah, these are bicycles. That's also a bicycle. So I hate these captchas. I have so many opinions on captchas at this point in my life, which is just like an insane sentence to say. But yeah, so this is how I found out that one of our, they're like, of the pharmacies, like all the pharmacies in the area, it's like, oh, like these two specific ones tend to carry pet meds to some extent, but those are really the only two. So it's like, okay, well, at least I have that, and they only have some of them. So, okay, yeah. Show order details. No, it says pending approval still. Well, I can't call the vet right now, so I will call them tomorrow. Or maybe I call now and leave a message. Can I do that? Yeah, because when I was at the vet with Tucker yesterday, I was like, hey, by the way, like, we found this one. We didn't find this one. I ordered it. And, like, as of, like, an hour ago, it was still showing that it was waiting on your approval. And the vet was like, oh, yeah, like, I had my text, like, do that just a little bit ago. So I was like, okay, it should be fine. I meant to check this earlier, and I didn't. Ugh. Okay. So that's fun. I gotta deal with that tomorrow. Anyways. That's all I got there. So, he's sleeping. I'm hoping the blood work comes back good. And we're gonna get into the game, and once Carl is here, we're gonna have some science time. Oh, hell yeah, level 1 train. Hype train. What was that? I don't like the direction the little raptor faces that appeared on my screen were facing when they were like facing this way and doing chompies, but then the banner was moving this way, and it was weird, and I didn't like it. Oh, I gotta fix this. Carl, have you been here the whole time? I started watching the season finale of Game Changer, part 1. Jesus Christ. What an insane concept that is. But I won't say anything more because I don't want to spoil anything for anybody. So, I do want them... I'm really hoping at some point in the finale we find out why Sam has been looking at his hands the whole fucking season. Range of both parts are out. I thought about doing that, but I already was seeing spoilers on social media for things, and I was like, I just have to get into it. So I put that on earlier. It was good. So we'll see what happens. Oh yeah, okay, so Carl's here, so we're gonna get started on the game. To talk about where we are in the game. We are, we got to the point of being able to send the calling card for Shido. Oh, I gotta turn my controller on. Robbie Damon figured out, for incorrect reasons, came to the right conclusion that we were fucking around in his palace. No, you're fine. You're okay. Everything's okay. I believe in you. You good? Okay. He showed up to, like, confront us. We tried to fight him, and that was a weird fight. And then his shadow version showed up, and he fully snapped, and then was like, oh god, you know what? I am in the wrong. Uh-oh. And then he did some shenanigans, that... Oh, what? Allegedly sacrificed himself, so that way we would be able to escape. I say allegedly because that was a very heavily implied death off-screen, and if I've learned anything from anything anime and anything from these games is if you don't see it, it's not real. So until I see confirmed evidence of a body, like we get a cutscene of real-life him keeling over, or something... I'm not... And even, like, Futaba was like, yeah, his signal's gone. I trust nothing. It was off-screen. It could still be fuckery. I still have a lot of questions about that whole thing. Because, like... He was like, Shido's my dad. But also, he doesn't know it. And I was like, okay, so that was a joke I made, so I nailed that. But also, then the fact that he doesn't know it... Like... That was the only explanation I had for, like, why is this guy, full-ass adult, trusting a 14-year-old kid to do murders for him? I was like, he has to know. So the fact that he does it, I'm like, okay, I'm back to that question now. I don't know what the shit. So... It's... something. But then, I don't know why that's so funny to me. I haven't seen either of you in a room individually either. That's also very funny. Yes, and happy Pride to everyone. Whether you are out, not, or anywhere in between, out to some people, or happy Pride. And if you have a problem with me saying that, you can kindly fuck off. Actually, don't even kindly fuck off, please. Like, painfully, like, sandpaper across your face, leave. Okay, anyways, we're gonna load this file now. I'm gonna see exactly where I'm at. That's right, I saved in here because I expect to go into cutscene hell. I don't think we're gonna end up in another fight immediately. I am just gonna make sure that's covered, just in case. And I think we leave now. I think we just leave now. We saved as a precaution. And potentially cutscene hell. And then if we don't end up in cutscene hell, we're gonna have science time. I must leave because it is almost puppy witching hour. How is the puppy? Oh shit, everybody drink water! JP is demanded. We all hydrate. Okay. Okay. He's insane. No. I feel like I've seen like TikTok videos that are like the dog that made us believe we could handle a second dog, and it's always someone being an absolute angel. And then it says the second dog, and it's just a fucking hurricane of insanity. And I feel like that's what's happened. My friend and I went to go turn in our friend's wedding cert at a local court, and they thought I was the groom when I opened my big game out. The look on the clerk's face is priceless. I love that. Love that. All right, let's see what happens.
What do you want to do?
We're gonna leave. Uh-oh. You're gonna see just... You know what's real fun? I'm not getting the satisfying sound because my headset decided it didn't want to work anymore. So we're gonna try to reset that. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. There it is. I thought Jed was hard because of his OCD. Turns out he was an easy one. Uh-oh! I mean, he's also a puppy. So maybe he'll chill out. I like how the infiltration log lists nothing. Akechi's not even a blip on our radar anymore.
Yes.
I do like how him allegedly sacrificing himself did make me fully rank up with him. That's just a wild thing.
Hey.
Yeah, it says we don't want to be too hasty. I did ask James at the end of D&D last night if there was any reason to not send it immediately, and he said just go for it. So we're gonna do that. We're just gonna go into it.
Okay.
I did do great. My phone's going pee-pee. Yes, we were. Are we gonna not mention this at all? Like, I really want to know, like, if Akechi just has disappeared, or we get a real world body. I don't know what happens, like, in Persona 4, if somebody, like, died in the game, they died for real, their body appeared. It's like, I don't actually, like, I know if you die in the metaverse, you die for real. But, like, I don't know, is your body just, like, over there? Or does it come back, does it appear over here in this game? I don't think we've established that yet. So, I'm trying to figure out at what point Shido, like, knows. And does he panic? Or does he just go, cool, problem solved itself? Like, I don't, which way does this go? I really don't know. Yeah, she's, okay, you've just said, like, a couple things. It's fine that she hasn't responded. Is something wrong? We did just, like, hear our, I was gonna say our friend. That's not a good word for him. That was traumatic, regardless of our personal feelings. What's on your mind? Yeah, there it is. Okay. Yeah. Again, not things we should be putting in a traceable format, but continue. Well, I mean, like, yeah, but that's not an excuse for all the shit. It's an explanation, but it's not an excuse. Does not make it okay. I love the idea of Mercer, like, actually fully going down that path. Like, I don't think you would have become like that. No, you would have stopped short. You might have turned into whatever your fucking teacher's name was. Madarame. Was that Madarame was the artist? That sounds right. I don't know. That was literally a year and a half ago. Okay, well... yeah, just focus on that part. Ay, ay, ay. It'll be just... Well, that feels like I'm inviting trouble. Let's do this.
Akechi saved us all in the end. I think in his heart, he might not have been so bad.
But in his hands, he did do several murders. Like, come on.
Hey, let's succeed on this mission, no matter what.
Well, I feel like you're setting some things up there. I don't like that. Okay. Do I have I don't have a thing. Fuck that guy. Can I call the teacher? So we can maybe... Yeah. We'll do this on the off chance I can get to Shogi tonight. Because if I can do that, that would be great.
Right.
No, please don't. Okay, actually, here's the thing. If I'm requesting a massage from my teacher, the thing I just said, that's awful. That's already bad. Is it worse if she's in her maid outfit? Because I hate that. Or worse if she just shows up in regular clothes to give me massage? Like, there's different kinds of bad this is. If she shows up in regular clothes, then it's like too casual. And now it's just like, just a regular adult giving you a massage. Like, this is so bad. But also, didn't you quit the maid job? So, like, that's weird that you show up in the maid outfit. I hate this. I mean, like, yes, you're halfway there. You're halfway there to the problem. Oh, God. It's fair, and that sounds magical. I hate what's happening on my screen right now. Two very different vibes happening between chat and this. Oh, God.
Master?
Nope. No, you can't call me. You don't have no talking. No, just none of that. Oh, my God. It's perfect. Oh my God.
Jeez.
Okay, you can't comment on my body like that either. This is so awful.
Well? Oh.
Oh.
See you later.
Yeah, that's okay. Ay, ay, ay. Just the fucking banner's still up. It's not like she doesn't know. But still, okay. Oh, it's not gonna go up. Shit. Okay, well, we're gonna try it. We'll go. I thought for sure I had banked enough music notes. Balls. Hey, have you and I talked? Do you know I'm not dead right now? Or is this gonna get uncomfortable for different reasons?
Good evening.
Well, she seems pretty chill about it. Yeah. Nobody thinks your life should be okay as long as you're careful. No! I keep showing that this is like us fucking talking about it publicly all the time. As long as nobody hears you, it's okay. As long as nobody sees you, just be careful. Fwah! Yeah, we'll hang out. So I think the only other thing I was gonna do doesn't really matter.
I look forward to it.
Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, do that. Okay, great.
Thank you for today.
Stacy fake name. God, that was such a good bit. At least this music wasn't playing while my teacher was over. I wonder what happened. I mean, that's the thing, is we have not seen a body, so this is a valid question. On the one hand, we're kind of dumb. We heard several gunshots, and we know what fucking happens if Futaba said the signal was gone. Like, we can relatively confidently say we know what happened. But also... Yeah. But also, we didn't see it. sounds romantic. So I'm gonna keep our promise. I'm gonna do that. Okay, do I sleep normal? Probably not. I'll be damned. I'll be damned! We slept normal.
Hey.
Yeah, there's 21 whole fucking days. Yes, we did. Okay, so in theory, I just send the calling card and, like, we fucking rock it. So, I think we're just gonna do that. That's not the button I wanted. I wanted this button. That button. Yeah, there's, like, nobody to hang out with. Probably because I'm supposed to be dead! Yzma. Okay, yeah, sure, we'll save. I don't think I've made any choices that super matter, so I'll just save in the same spot. I'm paranoid, we're gonna save here. I just wanna... Oh, we'll do this, because this is for free. Oh, okay, I already have an order out, never mind. I'm gonna see, do I have the stuff I need?
Okay.
I have the stuff for the perma-pick now. Alright, I could do that. I'm not gonna waste a whole time slot, though, because I don't think I need to right now. But I'll do that later. I know, Metric! My reaction is very similar! And remember, because of how it tracks time, that's not even all the on the one hand, there are times where I've, like, saved the game, and then, like, James and I have, like, talked for, like, an hour afterwards, and I've been like, I'm not positive I saved, so I'll save again. So some of that's inflated for that. But also some of it's deflated, because I don't think it counts the time from when I, like, lost an entire stream to never being able to get past, Okumura. Shit like that. The hour I lost, not last week, but the week before, to dying in the unfair fucking fight. So, you know, it's a little balanced. Yeah, Steam will say a lot because I usually, because of, like, how we have dinner and, like, take care of the dogs and everything, I'll set up for stream. I try to set up around, like, 5 or 5:30. So, like, the game is running for, like, an hour and a half before stream even starts. So, like, Steam is gonna say a dumb fucking number. Because of setup time and all of that. So, I think we just do it. Actually, we're gonna... I think I used a bunch of stuff. So we're gonna shop a little bit for...
Please head to the exam room.
Make sure I've got all the things I feel like I want. Buy items.
Which one?
Let's see.
You want that one?
Get 2 of those.
Here you go. It's the season of cold medicine.
Have 4 of those is pretty good. Oh, revive someone to full HP. Okay, that's great.
That should work.
I have money.
Thanks.
We'll do that.
You want that one?
I know I have
Here you
that
go.
as an ability on something. Okay, that feels pretty good.
Take care.
Do you not also think I'm dead? Wait, you seemed real chill about that. All right. Let's go. Let's do it, I guess.
Hey, we're all here.
Oh, this felt like it was gonna be voice act. I like how we're all trying to be like we're not all hanging out together. This is wild. Yeah, we just gotta throw that calling card in his big stupid face. I agree. Okay.
Once you decide to send this calling card, there will be no going back.
I mean, that's how all of these have worked.
Make sure you're fully prepared beforehand.
Mm-hmm. I know.
It's finally coming down to this. So, how are we gonna send the calling card?
I'm really kind of scared to find out what Futama's doing.
It would be pointless to send it to the Diet Building.
And even if we handed it over to different media sources, who knows how it would be treated?
We're gonna be discussing a plan, and then Futama's gonna suddenly be like, done! And we're gonna be like, what do you mean done? She's like, I already did it! And then something's gonna pop up on the TV behind us.
The worst case scenario would be giving it to the police under the table.
Oh yeah, don't do that. Why is that even a thing you said out loud?
What shall we do then?
No, let's not ask her. No, I want this, because this feels like a leading question response.
Futaba-chan?
Yep.
My Futaba cannon is ready.
Okay. I want you to rethink your phrasing, but the music did stop.
Huh?
It's good to go. Look. Now, if I do this... When did you make this?
Like while we were farting around.
You should have told us you were planning something.
She did tell us she had a plan yesterday. She did say that.
To trick your enemies, you first gotta trick your allies.
No! Don't tell me that's the lesson you took from Akechi. That cannot be the lesson you took from him.
How stylish.
It's kick-ass! This should work nicely.
All right. It's time for people to start coming to their senses.
First start with national news. Since the young man suspected to be the leader of the Phantom Thieves died while in custody, the police have officially announced that these crimes have come to an end and assure everyone that the peace will be restored in the
Yo, what is up, everybody?
We are the ones who you all know as the Phantom Thieves.
And all of us are alive and kicking. But those shitty guys in power, they've been manipulating information to try and hide the truth.
What is this? Where's it coming from?
I don't know. We can't switch it out. Seems we aren't the only ones affected either.
So, before we appropriate our next target, we would like to first borrow your time. The recent scandals of public figures. What if that's just an event? Psychotic breakdowns and mental shutdowns. These weren't caused by unknown reasons. One man is behind every single instance, simply to satiate his own greed.
That man was afraid his crimes would be exposed and shifted the blame on us. He even manipulated the police for that.
We only steal the hearts of criminals. This asshole tried to dump what he did on us. That just shows he doesn't care about those victims at all. Shut everything down!
The identity of that cowardly man is...
What the hell? Who's getting good?
Ooh, the police reacted much faster than I thought.
The eye twitch.
Too bad. I
The man behind it all is a current cabinet member of all things. The Minister of State for Special Missions, Messiah Shishida.
Everything that guy says is a lie. And to prove that, look, as you can see, all of us are alive and kicking.
They
I'm
don't...
sure the people investigating us can tell if this is a lie or not. Shido himself will soon confess all the crimes.
You think it's some kind of prank?
No way. Could this be real?
Don't block the road, people!
What's going on?
We're not gonna sit back and watch some crook wreck this country just because of his goddamn ego. Ain't that right, leader?
Hey, you can see his face.
Yes. Before that happens, we will take this country.
This is the second time I've had a voice. And also...
Hello? Yes. We're looking into it now. Please.
That was so bold of us to show any parts of us.
Crush them beneath my heel.
That feels really dumb that we used poorly masked voices and then showed literally anything. But okay, that's what we're doing.
Did the remaining members put that notice out? What did they mean when they said nobody has died? Could they have installed a new leader just to threaten us and Shido?
We're going to check with the different departments.
But we can't find his body.
Excuse me.
Oh, different phone PP.
Yes?
What? How can that be?
The Phantom Thief's corpse seems to be missing from the morgue.
Didn't your men check the death certificate and carrier documents?
Yes, but,
Give me a straight answer.
What was that arm movement?
Perhaps this Phantom Thief tricked us with his bizarre powers. Maybe he just made us think he had died.
This guy's about to berate him for being an idiot, despite being 100% correct.
Who made those documents? Who was there at the scene of the suicide? Find a way to stop a change of heart. Don't we have Wakaba Ishiki's research materials? And what about Akechi? Where did that useless brat go? He must have run away knowing he failed. Bring him here when you find him. Got that?
I'll erase any who gets in my way, just as I've always done.
He's very spiky.
Where is the Phantom Thief's body?
Phantom Thief? Body?
This isn't the time for games.
I really don't know what you're speaking of. Oh, but that reminds me. I received a calling card from the Phantom Thieves. But everything from then on is a blur. No. Could I have done something wrong? Then
Hey!
Did the Phantom Thieves get to her?
Don't tell me. Was your heart... Could this be true, Nichima?
What have I done?
The Phantom Thief! He's alive!
Even so, how did he escape from the station?
This is about to get real messy for, like, everybody.
It doesn't matter. We must catch him.
Like, do they know to come to the coffee shop? They have to know to come to the coffee shop.
We can't let this get out. Not only was the suicide announcement false, but he got away on top of that. We'll have to interrogate you as a key witness.
Uh-oh, that actually sounds very threatening for her.
Why me?
Check the documents you created. You may remember something once you look at them.
It's a good thing Akechi's not here anymore.
But even if you can't recall, all responsibility for his escape rests squarely on your shoulders.
I'm sorry, I honestly don't know what's going on here.
You're the last person to talk to that Phantom Thief. You have to clean up your boss's mess. If you're going to resent someone, resent your dead director.
Is illness really what killed him? Do you think his death was truly due to illness?
That doesn't matter. Your actions have made a mockery of the police force. You're going to pay for this, I promise.
Very well. It's all up to you now, everyone.
Oh, God. I mean, they can still hear you, so maybe don't say that out loud. Uh-oh!
Police officials are said to be currently reviewing the facts of the Phantom Thieves' notice, and...
Welcome.
Please just turn around with a fucking gun.
Search the place.
We took the banner down, right? We took the banner down.
You're Sojiro Sakura, yes?
Look at the
Who the hell are you?
beans.
Where are the Phantom Thieves?
Oh, you mean those guys they've been talking about on TV?
Don't play dumb with me.
Oh, he's not playing. There's only one brain cell in this game.
This is obstruction of business, you know.
We've investigated this thoroughly.
Apparently not.
Is this the only way you do things?
They're not upstairs.
Where are the Phantom Thieves?
If you're not a customer, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
He's an accomplice. Take him away.
Don't get all cocky. You're just some useless criminal's lapdog.
Okay, don't say something dumb, though.
Justice isn't on your side.
Like, we warned everybody before we did this, right?
The notice put forth by these so-called Phantom Thieves is absolutely groundless. It is nothing more than a wicked terrorist act aimed at obstructing the elections. What we need now is a powerful, unyielding leader. I am willing to risk my life to fight them.
I heard a little beeping sound, and I was like, is it coming from the game or somewhere in my house?
Oh, which one is right? Shido or the Phantom Thieves?
I hear what Shido-san is saying, but is it true?
I speak now to those who call themselves Phantom Thieves. Your actions are gravely serious crimes. You are rebelling against the laws of this country and unnecessarily causing alarm among its citizens. I call on you to surrender yourselves at once and apologize to the people of this proud nation.
The Phantom Thieves cut into a live broadcast signal, didn't they? They're crazy.
But don't you think that Shido looks like a criminal too?
Oh, I don't know what to believe anymore.
Ryuji, I'm begging you to keep your mouth shut. Don't say anything.
I hope they catch them soon.
The plump housewife. What a fucking identifier.
That bastard Shido's trying to act all calm, but he's probably freaking out on the inside.
Stop before you say anything else. Stop before you say anything else.
Apologize? Quite the funny joke.
Who is the real criminal here?
I need all of you to shut your fucking pie holes.
A lot of people are gathered here.
Yeah, it might be hard to get into the metaverse.
Our calling card has had a tremendous effect.
I'm real proud of that one.
Oh my god! Stop talking so loud!
All they're doing is making noise, though.
Seriously, they should just go home and sleep.
Even after what happened, not many people want to see Shido have a change of heart. What we're about to do is just... right?
Yeah. Blinders, man. Yes, they'll see soon.
There you have it.
You have a point.
Hey,
of course I do, Gwen.
Look over there.
Uh-oh.
To think he'd actually go after Masayoshi Shido. Youth is incredible.
I haven't talked to you in several in-game months and in real life months, maybe year.
This has me excited as well. That boy really keeps the news rolling in.
Shut up.
She doesn't notice we're here, right? That keen journalist nose is a force to be reckoned with.
Mishima, no!
Whoa, why's Mishima here? Man, that kid's impressive.
Mishima's no!
The Phantom Thieves are just. I guarantee it. Now that's what I like to hear.
There may not be many of them, but we have to cherish our fans. Let's go change Shido's heart.
Okay, you can talk loud because you're a cat and people can't understand you. That's the only one that I'm gonna allow.
If only I were 20 years younger.
Isn't this crazy? The Phantom Thieves are totally insane! Aw, I wish I'd gone straight home. I could have seen it in person in Shibuya that way. To think he would turn out to be such a troublemaker.
We're just getting the tour of everybody. Oh, I guess not. Stopped right there. All right. Have the fireworks been there this whole time?
I should write something.
We're gonna do this. We're gonna try to go in. Anyways, science time things. Hold on, let me check who all. This feels. I had Morgana just to keep everybody up. We're gonna bring Haru back.
My.
We'll switch Morgana back in if we need to. It was just me getting my ass kicked that we did that. And then we just go here, right? Oh wait, no, we want to go. I need to be able to get into the main hall. I guess the central hall? Is that correct? Or do I just, like, walk in the front door? I don't remember! I guess we're just gonna try this. Yeah, no, we gotta do some shenanigans. Okay, yeah, so we wanna... Oh, wait. Oh, no, that's there. Okay. We're fine. So, science time! Okay, so to give everybody else some kind of context for why we're doing science time. I do need to warp. We're just gonna warp. So this is gonna start out, it sounds like it's a D&D thing. D&D was the basis for the science question coming up. So what happened was... Yeah, that one's good. Was that James was getting here, and we'll have science time once I add him to the call. Not that one. Hello!
Hello, Jen. Hey, chat. How's it going?
We just got into the palace, after calling card shenanigans. I did actually get to have my teacher massage me so I could go out after the last one.
That's a perfectly normal thing to say.
Yeah, I had a kind of a little mini meltdown with that whole scene. And I was like, oh, I can go see Shogi. I don't have enough music notes. It didn't increase her level anyway.
Oh
well.
How cruel.
Yeah.
How cruel. Hey, you know what? After you wrap this up, then you go out with Shogi Girl and finally max out the social link.
I don't know if there's gonna be a point. I know there's gonna be more game after this, so maybe it's worth doing. We'll see. Yeah, but we were just about to start science time as soon as I remembered how the fuck to get to the hall. I know I need to get to, like, the assembly room. I don't remember how to get there.
Here, let's go. It's right by the front entrance.
That's what I thought, but then I went into the front entrance and it was like, oh no, I gotta, like, walk places.
Here, can you go back to a safe room and we'll, fast travel to the appropriate one?
That's what I just tried to do.
Yes!
Alright.
So I was like, Central Hall sounds correct.
No, it should be Central Passage, that's it.
But that's, like, right next to where I'm at anyways. Okay, that's fine, whatever.
Yep.
These maps are stupid. I was like, it's right
Hey, we
there.
just get to listen to the soundtrack a little longer. Make a left.
And then it's a fucking elevator.
Yeah, there you go. You did it.
And that's not what I thought I was looking for, but okay. Oh, it is. All right. I was like, I thought I needed to go to. Maybe the doors are fully open, and I wasn't recognizing it. I was like, I remember there being like a big giant fucking door, but maybe that fully went away when I did the letters. All right, here's this.
Shido! Where did you lowlives obtain that power? Not that it matters. If you have a complaint, I'm willing to listen.
What did you do to Akechi? He was your own son.
Okay, well, I'm curious to see what this reaction's gonna be, because allegedly he didn't know that.
I had a feeling it was something like that. He reminded me too much of that woman. I also have an idea as to why he approached me. He was hoping to trap me, was he not? He was sharp, but in the end he was just a kid. I controlled him merely by offering praise. I intended to dispose of him as soon as I became Prime Minister.
What? Okay, we can't be that shocked.
I could never keep someone with such intimate knowledge of my past alive. What an ace detective. He was standing beside me all this time, yet couldn't see through my plans.
Does this guy really think that no one would have thought it was weird that everyone around him all died within a very short period of time? Just like...
Heart condition. It's heartworms, you know, all that sushi diet, you know, it's just terrible.
His destroying himself saved me quite a bit of effort, though.
How could you? You stole my mom's research and took her life.
Everything you've done has been for your own selfish gains. You even killed my father. I will never forgive you.
We're all saying a lot of really identifying information to this man.
I forgave Akechi, but not you!
Sacrifices are inevitable in the path of reform. I only require that the foolish entrust themselves to their superiors. I shall guide them.
The hell makes you think you're so much better than everyone else?
You never would have been able to make it this far without Akechi's help!
He only appeared because of the expectations God held for me.
Oh, I already hated you, but that just really cemented it.
Moreover, it was thanks to me that Akechi was able to properly use his power to begin with. The changing of hearts that you've been doing was nothing more than provoking the public.
How selfish! You were unable to win by honest means, so you used foul tricks to ascend the political ladder.
Yeah, he's a politician.
A cruel person like you has no right to stand leading the citizens of this country.
I agree. Also, hard-pressed to find a politician who does not fit this entire mold. So
Hey, you did that sun. You did the sun.
yeah,
arc
no.
one. It
This
just
is
seems to
this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Is the game gave us a person who's clearly supposed to be the Sun Arcana guy. What I'm saying is, reality is that ignore the game. This is the message that's happening here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if we all follow Frank Herbert's advice, the guy who wrote Dune, the first book is entirely about how you shouldn't trust any leaders.
Yep.
Don't put faith in any leader because they will manipulate and use you.
I'm getting uncomfortable with the Gwen stuff right now with you saying that, but we're gonna move on in the scene.
Oh yeah, that's
You're
fine.
nothing
That's
but a
fine.
criminal who rose above others by climbing a staircase of sin.
Ooh, a staircase of sin sounds like metal as fuck.
Yeah.
The life of a nation, as opposed to those of a few sacrifices. There can be no comparison. The ignorant masses only care about their own personal happiness. I am merely granting that for them. That is the social reform that only I, as the one chosen by God, can enact.
Jesus Christ.
I can't believe you look down on everyone else so harshly.
I can. Again, politician.
Yeah.
I'd never accept a leader who makes a teenager murder people. You say it's for the country, but I bet it's all for yourself. Nobody would wish for something like that.
We are so close to having the brain cell in this room. It's like outside the doors trying to get in.
Nobody? Then why was I chosen? Why are they surrendering the seat of Prime Minister to me? Everyone denies the value of hard work these days. Instead, they seek to effortlessly gain wealth. That is why I must re-establish this mighty country. One that does not waver. One that others bow to.
Mighty my ass! That's just a crooked country made by a crook!
We cannot let you do this. You are a disgrace to Japan. Hence, we will take your deranged heart.
Those who disobey me must be eliminated.
Gwen's butt looks great in this outfit at this angle. She's been doing
However,
squats.
Considering the loss of a
No
kid,
comment. Make it weird.
it would be a waste to kill those who are actually capable.
Are you gonna try to offer me a fucking deal?
I will allow you to choose between life or death. One last time. Devote your power to my social reform. I will give you anything you want, be it wealth or status.
Before I kill you, like I just said I was planning to do to Akechi. What? Did the brain cell make it in here? Are we good? I want this to be like a, are you serious? Like, not like a, like, oh, like, seriously? I want this to be sarcastic, and I don't trust the game to give me a sarcastic response, so I'm going with no way. But I want to be like, you serious? Fuck off! And then I, like, try to shoot him with my gun.
Yeah. Yeah. So, chat, in your heart of hearts, I want you all to know we are being sarcastic here, but we're not choosing it.
Yeah. I want to. I don't trust the game to make it sarcastic.
There's no way we'd follow you. No matter how many times you ask, our answer's not gonna change.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
It seems the ignorant masses are doomed to remain as such. I thought you were smarter than that.
The brain cell didn't make it in here
This
yet.
is unfortunate. I have no choice but to eliminate you all. A small leak will sink a great ship. Great nations have fallen to such lenience. I'll not make such incautious mistakes.
Oh, there's people here all of a sudden. I don't like that.
Since when?
Okay, it's not just me. Lucky for you, even though there's 8 of us, only 4 of us are gonna fight you at a time.
The other 4 are gonna take care of everyone else in the room.
Maybe that's what it is. Oh.
Could you imagine if they just made this a quick time event right now?
I would be so upset. I was a little bit worried. I was like very intently staring at the screen like, if it starts putting buttons up, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.
Do not think of me as you did my foolish son who acted so brashly. You little... Die! Without further delay!
Oh.
Our leader's gone through shit because of you. It's on!
I still don't have a name, just this guy.
Yeah.
Our leader.
Oh, what a weird looking... I hate this.
Apparently someone got their magic billowing clip tape.
My mighty country. Only myself and the ones who revere me are needed.
Risking our lives to stop rotten adults.
Oh, there goes my
That's why
headset
we're
again.
Phantom Thieves.
Bleep bloop.
I know I've been fighting it for the last several weeks and I'm gonna need to replace it, but like spending money on a new headset feels so bad when it's like I still have not finished doing my April and May bookkeeping, and we've got all the vet stuff with Tucker and all these other things, and I'm just like, I don't need to spend money on a headset. It technically mostly works. It's fine.
It's not. It's mostly dead, but that means still alive just a little bit.
Exactly. So anyways, we never got to talk about science time. So James, I'm going to talk about science time first while I do the first part of the fight, and then we can get to other things. So for everybody else's reference, the reason science time came up is because I posted a TikTok in the D&D channel, where it was someone was trying to make the case for you should be able to use heat metal on a skeleton because calcium is a metal. And then the video was like, I was like, all right, sure, yeah, I like that outside the box thinking. I'll allow that. And then the DM turns around and uses that information against the players. And I was like, this is an extreme version of be careful what you wish for. But the science part comes up with Carl going, isn't calcium a mineral? And so I wanted to talk about this because I don't get to talk about like straight up like chemistry shit a lot.
All right, I am seated. I have my popcorn. Please proceed.
So
Ready for orders.
This is where the overarching thing here is the knowledge that using scientific terms colloquially for mass like understanding with looser definitions ultimately creates a lot of issues. So, calcium on the period, and this is also like specificity to the point of like we're playing with semantics at this point. It's the same thing of like lungs are a container. It's along that same kind of line. Calcium, elemental calcium, is a metal. Calcium salts that occur naturally in rock are a mineral. And there's a difference between a mineral nutritionally and a mineral geologically. So even the calcium that's in like limestone and stuff is different than the calcium that you would like see on your nutrition facts on a food item. So it is the semantics of like calcium as the element is a metal, but then you start pairing with a bunch of stuff like iron, also a metal, but you know that's a nutritional mineral. And magnesium, same things like that. These are all metals elementally. So calcium is a metal, but your bones aren't metal because by the time it's like calcium, the atom is paired with some other shit, it has become something else.
All right, so this might be a dumb question then, Jen, and I'll ask it because I'm sure if I have the question, someone else does. So you said like when you find calcium in the wild, it's usually already paired with something. So is calcium something that doesn't naturally exist in its elemental state and needs to be manufactured into its elemental state?
Yeah, you do not. Yeah, you need to like break down and purify calcium to get chunks of calcium metal. You can get it, but it's not like, you know, you find gold out in the wild and silver out in the wild, things like that. It is something you have to refine down into. Okay. Same thing with like sodium metal and things like that. Like sodium metal, the same way like sodium and calcium and all these things are all very reactive with water. So like, you know, it's a different calcium because otherwise your body would constantly be exploding given how much metal, like how much water is in your body.
I mean, I did have hot chicken tonight, so...
Well, there you go. I'm afraid to gamble with turn order. We're gonna try it. If I die at this point, it's an easy restart.
Let's go.
Oh, wait, are you the cheater guy that I have up right now? No, you're the regular one. You're fine. But what other things have I not tried? Electric didn't do anything. I don't think you're gonna actually be weak to anything. We're gonna try to bless you, I think. I feel like that is the move here. Although metal, maybe we Titanic this. You know, maybe your whole throne is metal. We freeze it. Okay, that's fine.
You know, that moved the needle.
And we are gonna heal me just to be safe. So yeah, so it's when we talk about like, oh, like calcium's a mineral. Nutritional calcium salts that are in foods, that is a mineral. Calcium elemental is a metal. So when the guy's like, oh, can I use heat metal on your bones because they're made of calcium? Technically, elemental calcium is the metal bit, and those atoms are in there, but it is no longer truly like a metal because it is mixed with other stuff to create salts. Because salt is also like a generic blank term. Like we all know that like sodium chloride is a salt. That's table salt. But a salt is a general blanket term for pairings, essentially for pairings of things on the left two columns of the periodic table with things on like the right two columns, like, or not fully right, all the way right is like noble gases and stuff. But like the two shy of that, ignore that column. That column's its own special thing.
They're noble.
Yes. So that's the short version of science time. Is that a geologic mineral is different from a nutritional mineral, and something can be like involved in one of those two things, but still be like everything on the periodic table like is classified as either a metal or a non-metal. And there's a line that can get drawn, a zigzag line that gets drawn across the periodic table to separate what the metals and the non-metals are. And calcium, the element, is a metal. So I hope that explained it.
Thank you, Dr. Science.
And that's been our brief delve into science time.
Yay.
Fire, wind, bless, and curse. Like none of this was bad. Let's see.
Have you tried heart?
I don't have that. I feel like that's bless. Let's actually we're gonna put that on me. We'll do that. Just to be safe.
Persona!
You might die. That's fine. What is this?
Yeah. You may die. That's fine. We were just deriding this guy that sacrifices are not worth it, in fact, for your selfish gain. Ryuji, if you die, it's okay.
Get everybody's attack.
Yeah. Remember, Ryuji took a death blow for you last game.
That's fine. I think someone also, like, that happened more times than I was comfortable with, that's for sure. Let's try that. I didn't double check what you were weak to and stuff, but hopefully this will not be a problem. That didn't do anything.
Speed has been lowered.
Well, sure. I don't want to put Gwen on support. It feels bad.
It feels unnatural.
Ah! Well, now both of us are mad. Never mind. I'm fine.
Noir's been defeated.
Oh! What? What just fucking happened? When did that wall go up?
Way for the fist of the Phantom.
Get serious.
Sorry.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so that wall is up now.
It's time.
In theory, it's just a physical wall.
Persona. Hold on.
Strong and immune to physical strikes?
Okay.
Brute force won't work.
Well, I can't trade you out while you're down. So, I'm okay. Do I spend my turn? I guess we'll do this and we'll just get the data. We'll just get the data. You're already on... Okay, you don't have the revival thing, so we'll go... I know I've got plenty of items for this. Oh, I have... yeah, we got 10 of those fuckers. Let's go.
Thank you.
420, let's go! Oh.
You lowlifes. I hope you understand what it means to turn your back on me.
I don't want to understand.
Then you shall perish. You shall.
That's exactly what my kids sound like.
Actions against me.
I don't want to understand.
The afterlife.
Oh, okay. Sure.
It changed?
Why not?
I will destroy you.
Anyways, I am almost out of drink, and I do need to use the little girl's room. So, James, if you want to tell a story,
Yeah,
I'm going to resolve both of these things.
What next?
Yeah, go for it. Hey, chat. You know what I saw today when I was taking my daughter to swim class? I saw a Cybertruck in Nashville, and if you've never seen one of these in person, they are far uglier than you could possibly imagine. But seeing it reminded me of a small thing that brings me joy in my day-to-day life. It's really the small little moments like this that get me through each day. And I love nothing more than watching videos on Twitter or YouTube or Facebook or whatever social media platform you prefer of watching Cybertrucks fail. Like, I'm usually not someone who will just binge watch like short little like 1-minute videos. I tend to watch, you know, slightly longer form things like on music theory or on video games or voice actors doing fun stuff. And I will just binge watch Cybertrucks failing, like watching a Cybertruck try to ford the river, Oregon Trail style, and fail miserably. Love it. Watching a Cybertruck getting towed back to the road because it is not an off-road truck. I love it. The Schadenfreude is just, it's so good, and it never ceases to entertain me. I love it, and I hope you all find something like that in your life that could just bring like those little sparks of joy. Yeah, like that truck. You know what the truck looks like, Sassy? Like it's even worse than 1990s video game graphics because they had standards back in the 90s. It looks like, for all of you Star Wars fans out there, it looks like the Jawa Sandcrawler, except just a little shorter. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Tesla wants to come out with like an RV version of it, and it's just the Sandcrawler, the Jawa Sandcrawler from Star Wars. That is what Tesla trucks look like.
I like that description of it. I've said it looks like a Batmobile from an original N64 game that didn't fully load in.
Oh yeah, like the polygons just weren't there yet. It's trying. You know what? You know what the sad thing is? I think the car models in what was that PlayStation game? It was like a car derby game that had like rockets and missiles. Twisted Metal. I think Twisted Metal had better designed vehicles, in the early PlayStation 1 era than the Cybertruck.
Yep, easily. Do I fully restore one person or do I kind of restore two of us? I don't know how much a medium amount is.
Medium's about 50%.
Okay, then this is probably good. That'll probably be fine.
Sorry.
Yeah, you should apologize. Uh-oh. Who do I have up? Okay, we're good.
Hey, you don't have King Frost, which is very good for you.
I was like, I actually don't even think King Frost is weak to fire.
Well, because he's the king. It's good to be the king.
Yeah. Like, Pokemon rules he should be, but I don't think he is.
Maybe he's like one of those mythical Pokemon that, like, on a technicality uses ice, or you put the ice TM on it, but it doesn't have fire weakness.
Okay, the gun is the most effective thing I have going for me right now. I think he's gonna be resistant. I think he's gonna be resistant to all things.
Yeah. Well, this is where the Persona devs are having social commentary that all of the magic in the world, gun is still the most powerful thing.
It's like, I cast.
It is weak.
I cast gun.
I cast gun. Yeah, that joke did not get old with Artificer for our 2-year campaign. I cast gun. It's super effective.
Can you endure this?
I don't know, can I? Can Gwen? Oh, perfect.
What a Gwen move.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, I guess Ryuji also has the Gwen moves. Well, I can't use the gun anymore, so I guess we'll just science this a little bit.
Yeah. So, in the same vein as Cybertruck, in one of those things where, like, you see it and you're just kind of astonished to see it in real life and you don't quite know how to process it. Ooh, that was good. Whatever that was.
Good.
I was at my daughter's gymnastics practice, and like all the parents sit up on these metal bleachers while their kids are doing gymnastics stuff. And the guy in front of me was reading like a small little pocket guidebook, and like first
you'd manage this much.
You can finish your story and then I'll continue.
Yep. And he was reading a pocket guide to something. I couldn't quite see it, so I just very nonchalantly slid a little to the right so I could like peek over his shoulder a little bit, because I was just curious like what pocket guide he had. And it was maybe like and tell you like how small this book was. There was maybe about 25 words to a page. Like half the page was 25 words, and then the other half was a drawing of like a map or leaves. It was a pocket guide to identifying trees.
Dope.
And like, I wasn't judging. Like, if you're into being an arborist, that's cool. Like, I'm not judging. It's just one of those things. Like, why right now?
That also feels like a weird thing to read. Like, I feel like it's a thing you take out. You're like, I'm identifying a thing in front of me.
Exactly. And like, that's the thing. Like, again, it wasn't judgmental, but it was just more of like a timing thing. Like, I can understand the value of it, but like, are you studying to be a park ranger? Are you about to go on a trip to the Pacific Northwest and you don't want to bring the book with you because you're going to impress your soon-to-be girlfriend with your tree knowledge? Like, I was starting to invent all of these stories for why this guy was reading a pocket guide to identifying trees, specifically trees that aren't native to Tennessee. Right. So I'm like, yeah, it was just, I don't have a point to this story. It was just one of those like weird interactions of, why?
He's preparing for the inevitable zombie apocalypse, and we all have to move further north, with the hopes that they freeze. And so he's trying to learn about all the trees that are going to be in the Pacific Northwest and Canada and stuff like that.
Maybe. Hey, you know what, Carl? Yeah, you're right. I have no defense. I was being a nosy Nelly, or as we say in Pittsburgh, we were being nebby.
Oh, I don't know if you just made that up or if that's actually what.
No, that's actually a Pittsburgh slang word for being nosy, called nebby.
I feel like it's worse that it's real. But it's don't shit on other people's pancakes. And like, I get it. But also, what an insane sentence. I'm gonna go back to this fight now.
Why won't
you
please
stop
resisting? The nation I strive for is the ultimate realization of the public's happiness.
This sounds like a really, like, worse version of the already unhinged and sketchy thing Sandals was saying.
The weak must be sacrificed for the sake of grand ideals. That is the natural order of this world.
Okay.
The opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless.
You're a whole new thing now. How's everybody?
Hey, look, he became the Illuminati, guys.
Okay, we're back to this stuff actually being effective, so that's good.
You know what, Jen? I'm not gonna lie. It's been a while since I've played Persona 5. For a second, I remember each phase of this boss. I thought the health bar had to get to 0 for the next phase, and I'm watching that thing slowly tick down. I'm like, oh man, this is gonna take forever. And
yeah.
Like, it's like a third.
Persona.
James, I hate to tell you this.
Uh-huh.
You got robot-y for a second there.
No.
It was only a little bit. It was only a little bit for like a brief moment. It was certainly better, but I don't think it was entirely your microphone.
No, you know what? I bet it was a bandwidth issue because I'm also noticing that the stream sputtering a little bit on my end.
Okay.
It's probably all the copious amounts of porn Jamf is watching right now. It's alright, her headphones are in. She didn't hear that joke at all.
I was not prepared for that. Oh.
That's funny. That's the exact line I just heard from her computer right now.
Oh, Jesus. God.
Yeah, that one too.
That was very funny, James.
Thank you. Well, you know, I'm just gonna call it a night here. I can only go downhill from here.
Oh. Your connection sensed you had a funny joke coming, so.
It did. It really did.
Eat this. Alright, oh, what are you doing now? Soda pop? Charge double.
You do 2.5 times damage on your next attack,
Oh,
whether
dope.
physical or magic.
Strong. Don't do anything reckless.
Let's go.
Well, we'll just stick with what I know, I guess. Damn.
Hey, you know what, Liz? I gotta keep things fresh. You know, it's like the it's like the Bob Saget effect that you remember him from Full House as like this super nice the super nice dad like figure. So then when he's like a really raunchy comedian, it's the cognitive dissonance that makes it funny. So I occasionally have to pepper that in there of just going wild like that, just to keep things fresh.
Okay. For everyone who's here at the beginning of the stream, you know this. Quick catch up for anybody who wasn't at the beginning. Jeff is doing a team offsite today, and they went fishing, like full on, like on a boat in the like way out in a lake, not like calm fishing, but they were going walleye fishing. So Jeff had warned me earlier, or told me earlier that apparently he doesn't handle boats well. He learned today.
Oh no.
He just texted me best photo of the day. And it's a picture of him and one of the other coworkers that I know, both leaned over the edge of the boat, absolutely puking their guts out, because apparently it didn't go well for the other guy either.
Well, that's really unfortunate, Jen. I wish you would have told me that sooner, because for your birthday, I was going to kidnap Jeff, and he and I were going to go on a romantic boat ride so that you could have the day to yourself to do whatever you want.
As long as you don't go on, like, an open body of water, I think it's fine. He enjoys fishing when you're, like, in a little, like, canoe on a lake. He's like, this is fine. Yeah. This was not that. I was not prepared for that. Text. Alright, this is so close to being dead. We're like so close to that.
I'm beat.
Yeah, I know you're beat. You're gonna be fine though. I think Gwen gets a turn again before this. Uh-oh. Maybe she doesn't. I might have not paid enough attention. It's fine. This is like so okay. Uh-oh.
Yeah, everything. Oh.
Oh, good! Alright, there we go.
Come on, Gwen. Oh, is Gwen gonna get the killing blow, or?
I want her to, but here's the thing: is I don't think it's actually gonna end when I do that. So I feel like I should fix Ryuji. Never mind, she's gonna do it.
Prepare yourself.
You're playing a very.
God damn it! Goodbye, Ryuji.
Charging up.
Oh no, this is fine.
Be careful.
No, this is fine. Well, I guess we'll give it to fucking Haru. He did kill your dad. So, I'm okay with that.
Way to go. Easiest boss in the game.
Yeah, that was too easy, so I am wondering what else is going to happen, but...
Useless, ignorant masses!
Yeah, you're still in way too good of shape, so yeah, we got some more shit happening.
It seems even thieves should not be taken lightly if they come in great enough numbers.
Once you're losing, you're putting all the blame on the masses, huh?
So, you're the one unifying them.
He's gonna pull out a gun and shoot me.
A touching reunion, isn't it?
No, stop! Stop saying all of the super identifying things.
Yeah, Kyoko, shh.
Yeah.
Kyoko, shh. He's not on trial right now, shh.
The next time you crush a foe, I suggest you do it in a more certain manner.
No! Don't!
Not helping Matt Mercer.
What the fuck? Why would you say that?
Not that there'll be a next time for you.
He was already having people murdered.
But before you advance this, could you imagine if, like, let's pretend we're playing Breach, and then like the whole, like, all of the Empire shows up, and you have the General and the Inquisitor, and like there's this epic showdown, and then Vasile comes up, and is like, "You think you can kill Gwen? You can't kill her. She has she has all these souls in her. There's nothing you can do to crush this woman."
Oh my god.
And then Vasile leaves. Flies
Jesus.
off.
Oh my god, that'd be so funny. That'd be so funny. Like, it wouldn't be funny, but it would be. From the perspective of, I don't think we're ever gonna play the game again, it's hilarious.
Yeah. I'm writing that into my fan fiction.
Oh my god.
You.
Here we go.
You're more than just a member of the Phantom Thieves, aren't you?
I'm also a straight-A student. Despite all of my classmates thinking I'm an idiot.
No! What am I doing? Why am I doing that?
This guy off.
Not like I think he should not be able to, like, not recognize me with just that dinky little mask on, but also, you big dumb fucking idiot.
You pulled your mask off and you didn't summon your persona.
Yeah, that was also weird. I did it very peacefully, which felt like I'm not supposed to be able to do, but...
You took him to court, and yet you don't remember? You truly don't care about the fate of others.
Yeah. I'm glad you caught up there.
Wait. Could you be the one from back then?
You say back then, it was like 7 months ago. Maybe 8. I don't remember when this game started. It's not that long.
Oh, now he's having a flashback.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Drink for NPC flashback?
That damn brat who showed up and stood against me when I was with that woman.
Why did I put the mask back on? He's already... He's seen it!
Well, you can't summon a persona without ripping your mask off violently.
But also, apparently it's not attached! Do I super glue it to my face between rounds? What's happening?
Turn of fate.
It's the cognitive world. You just believe it sticks to your face.
God.
But your efforts will be worthless in the end.
What?
Small sacrifices are inescapable for those wishing to be powerful. How would you ever reach your destination if you stopped to count every ant you crushed on the road?
Are you saying that the people you killed deserve to die?
No, he's saying they're inconsequential and it doesn't matter if they died. Which is kind of worse.
Totally insane.
I wouldn't expect the ignorant masses of this country to understand. Thus, I will offer proof.
The music stopped. I don't like that. That's never good. Oh, whoa, okay.
Ooh, someone didn't skip arm day.
Oh, those muscles don't look healthy on your chest at all.
You look very top-heavy.
Shall win this game.
What is this power?
It goes to 9,000.
Careful, those muscles aren't just for show.
But I think they are kind of just for show because they don't look good. Okay. Oh, we're full on middle naming him. We're full naming him up top. So that's something. Sure. Okay. I should fucking heal. What's his face? Fine. Oh.
You sounded excited.
All right. Okay, that's fine.
Persona.
Oh, I have a thing. That's good to know. So we'll do that. Anyways, so,
Oh, that was funny. Good night, Sassy.
Oh, bye, Sassy. Shirts off for her. Oh my god. Forgot about that whole fucking meme of a thing. So, whenever we're gonna have, on every Wednesday, you and I will send each other, like, a picture or screenshot of the list of things we have to, like, potentially be topics for the night. And I didn't really have anything for this week. When we had the conversation earlier, initially, I was like, I have exactly one thing on my list, and it is the phrase, pickled brain string.
Give me my cue, Joker.
Yeah, I still have a lot of questions, Jen.
So... And it was one of those things that when I saw it written on my list, I was like, oh yeah, pickled brain string. I said it out loud, and Jeff was like, what? He was there when this happened. So then I had to re-explain it to him, and I was like, you were there? And he's like, no, I remember now that you've, like, gone through the whole story of everything. But still, like, what the fuck? So, we did fun. So, the last trip he did, which was just, like, a week and a half ago, he got back on a Thursday. He got back on a Thursday instead of a Friday, and so he took Friday off, and we went and did like a daytime date is like, or we went out somewhere for lunch, and then some people I remember we actually like did tried to, I don't know if we actually managed to pull it off as a stream or if I just recorded like something vlog style and put it up almost immediately, because there was a day like I wasn't able to stream. It was while I was like streaming while we were in Michigan, where Jeff and I like to go to like arcades and do like skee ball and all that kind of stuff. And we hadn't been in a while. We hadn't gone to an arcade in a while. And so we went out somewhere for lunch, and then we're gonna go to an arcade. But when we went out for lunch, I had a drink with lunch. We went to Hop Dottie, which does delicious, like, awesome burgers. And then I was like, oh, they've changed their drink menu. I want to try one of these new drinks. And it hit me harder than I expected. It was much stronger than anticipated. Okay, none of this is good. I still had that. Shield up, thank you, fucking Haru. So it hit me harder than I expected. So I'm a little punchy in the car on our way to the arcade.
Calm down.
And I said something that I think under a lot of normal circumstances would have been what the kids refer to as an inside thought. And I said it outside.
Go down.
I don't remember what the thought was. That's not important. But Jeff made because it was also kind of random. It was not related to anything we had been discussing.
Allow me.
And he was like, all right, so, like, Pickled Jen is coming out today. Pickled being, because, you know, the whole, like, drinking and, you know, pickling a thing. It's like, that's the first part of this, okay?
Uh-huh.
And I went, yeah, I'm sorry you can't follow my pickled brain string. And he was like, what the fuck does that mean? And I point, the car in front of us has one of, like, the decals on the back window that is clearly for, like, some kind of, like, tutoring service. And the logo for it it's in the shape of, like, kind of the stylization of a brain, but it is, like, just, like, one long line that is kind of knotted on itself with then, like, a line, like, dropping down, like, coming straight down out of the thing. So it looks just like a dangling string. Sounds like you actually know exactly what it is.
Yeah, you can't see me nodding, but yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
So I saw that, and I was like, that's a really good representation of my brain at all times, and the fact that it is now pickled is certainly not helping anything. But I was like, when I'm trying to explain to you the path my brain goes on to get from whatever we were just talking about, and then I'm quiet for a bit, and then I land somewhere else entirely, that's that picture right there on that car. That's it. So my pickled brain string is a good explanation for how the random shit happens. You all have experienced my pickled brain string quite often on the streams, considering my whiskey consumption.
Yes. Some would call it a drinking habit. We call it streaming.
Yeah.
But you know what? Pickled brain string is something that I'm absolutely writing down and is going into our D&D Thieves Cant, just in case we ever need that.
There you go. Yeah, you guys haven't had to use that in a while. Oh, here's a fun thing to think about, though. We're almost at D&D time. But, like, 3 of you know that system, but 1 of you doesn't.
But I mean, Jen, we all know it because we've all been together.
And that'll be the fun thing, is you 3 are gonna be convinced that she should know it because you know you've been together.
Oh, I mean this with 100% love and respect in my heart. I get the sinking suspicion if we start talking in our manufactured Thieves Cant, E will find some way to, like, vibe with it and will still figure out a way to make it work in a way that's functional.
Oh! Well, I'm really glad I just did that heal right then. Alright. Yeah, this is not great. Do I try gun? No, we'll try it. We'll make somebody else try gun. We'll try... We'll freeze you. Yeah, no, this is not great. Gun! Okay. Alright. I am a wee bit concerned. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. This is fine.
One more, and I'm done.
Yeah, no, I'm Gwen, you're gonna fix yourself. It's fine. You're good. Okay. Okay.
Oh, good. All of his stats reversed.
That's great. Is he... Okay, we're good. That was fine. That was actually not bad at all. Okay, we fire and curse. We'll try... That's not what I wanted. You're my regular guy. Yeah. I'm gonna try that. This is kind of overkill for you, but, like, I'm gonna do it. I don't... Okay, that did the most damage of anything. Although, I guess I did just have Ryuji buff all of us. I don't think that's actually...
Yeah, you had Ryuji buff everyone's attack and all of his stats went back to normal.
Yeah.
You set yourselves up for success.
Okay, I still have the repel on. So that's good.
Yeah, Flash is vibing to this song. Yeah, a lot of people like this song. It's in my top 5.
Sure, Haru, let's fucking go for it. Okay.
I like that it was a dick shot.
Yeah. The other thing I ended up adding to our conversational list later when I was like, I don't have anything. And I was like, oh, I just have this one thing. And then later I was like, I
have 3 things.
I got to deal with a government office today.
Yeah, well, have they finally figured you out?
Yeah, right? So
what did the corrections officer have to say?
So I got a message, I got an email from the comptroller's office. And most people here are like, I don't know what the fucking comptroller is. I have to deal with the comptroller because I own a business. So they're who I go through to file my sales tax and to fill out something called a franchise report. And they're responsible for, like, all the businessy things. I need Gwen to fix Haru. Or, no, I need Gwen to fix everybody. We're gonna do that. Okay. So I got an email from them being like, your unclaimed property report is due. And I was like, what? This is not a report I've ever had to do before. I got an email a couple of, like, weeks ago that was like, oh, we're offering a training on unclaimed property. And I was like, a free training on this. And I was like, I don't need to do that training because I don't handle unclaimed property. So for anybody who's like, what does that fucking mean? It means that if, like, me as a business, it's usually financial. So it's like, if I cut a paycheck for an employee and they never cashed it, I'm currently holding on to cash that's not mine. It's their unclaimed property. And so there's a whole process for, like, reporting that to the state. And it can also be for, like, if a bank closed your account and you never claimed the money out of it, or a safe deposit box that has been deemed abandoned, or an insurance payout where they never found the person who was supposed to go to. All of these things are unclaimed property. And so businesses who have those things are supposed to report that to the state and be like, I currently possess this unclaimed property. And then it becomes a searchable database for the state of like, any person can go to this database and be like, does this state owe me anything? Like, is the state holding on to anything for me that I didn't claim at one point? And so then there's a way for you to like find that and get a hold of it. But I don't have employees, I don't deal with financials, none of that stuff. So I'm like, why would I have an unclaimed property report due? What do I do about this? So I try to... The only thing I do on this fire, so I'm just gonna do that. I try to call the comptroller office to be like, hey, what, like, am I getting this as a mistake? Like, what's going on? And if the one thing is, I should point out, everyone I've ever had to talk to in the comptroller's office has been very nice and very helpful, which feels weird to say about a government office. They are, I don't mean this sarcastically, they are legitimately, have always been very nice and very helpful. So I don't mind having to talk to a person. I do mind being on hold for literally an hour and a half. So when it's like, I'm gonna have to fucking call them, what am I gonna do? Oh no, so I just like, I call it and I put it on speakerphone while I go about my day. And I end up calling, I'm on hold for only 30 minutes, and then a person picks up and is like, oh, you've been routed to the wrong office. There's a specific number you need to call. You can't just call the comptroller in general. You have to call this number instead. So at that point, I get to hang up and call the actual number and do this all again to talk to a person. So it turns out that every state has rules and laws about how you, like, if you end up with unclaimed property, there's a certain time window within. You have to determine that, like, this counts as unclaimed. You've documented your attempts to figure out who it belongs to or to contact the person it belongs to, and it hasn't gone anywhere. So now you can go and you fill out this report at whatever frequency your state requires to be like, here's the stuff we're holding on to, here's the documentation of the steps we've taken, here's the dates of those things, and then, like, here's what we have. And usually, like, if it's a monetary thing, you pay that money to the state so that way they just have it. So that way then if a person goes looking for it, the state can pay it out. And if nobody ever claims it, I don't know if the state keeps it. I don't know if it goes back to that company, whatever the fuck it happens to be. I don't know. I didn't look at it because it doesn't matter to me. But so you have to do that. And what ends up happening in most states up until recently is if you... Let's see. Actually, I need to check this. Is our attack still up? Our attack is still up. Okay. We're gonna maybe I can shock him. I don't know. So the way it would normally work is they, if you didn't have unclaimed property, you didn't need to file a report. But if you, if you ever had to file an unclaimed property report, you now have to do it every year to document the progress on whatever ones were existing, or show that you don't have them anymore, or whatever. So once you were in that system, you always had to do it. I've never had to do it. The thing that has changed, there's been a bunch of regulation changes that have happened for businesses as a whole that are impacting small businesses too, that have gone into effect for this year. Like, I had to do a report, a federal report, like, essentially proving that I am a real person based in the U.S. who owns my U.S.-based business. There's, like, a new report the federal government is collecting to try to, like, crack down on foreign-owned, like, shell company kind of things.
Yeah. Congratulations, Jen. You're not a foreign actor.
Yeah. Yeah, right? So I had to do that one. Apparently, individual states are now starting to institute a thing for these unclaimed property things where every registered business is going to have to fill out the unclaimed property report. And if you don't have any, you fill out what they're calling a negative report, being like, negative, no, we don't have any, but I have done my due diligence on saying that, and it's not that I forgot to report a thing to you, I'm telling you I don't have any. Which I guess is kind of reasonable. The problem is it was so poorly communicated that there was a new requirement going into effect that by the time I got through to a person, the woman on the phone made a comment. She's like, yeah, we've been getting a lot of calls about this because of the email that went out. Is that they did not communicate that this was a new requirement. They just suddenly were like, hey, your report's due. And a bunch of people who are one-person businesses were like, what the fuck are you talking about? And panicked, like I did. So the good news the bad news is there's a new thing I have to do every year now. So now I went from having one report I do annually and then another one I have to do quarterly to now having 3 I do annually and another one I do quarterly. And they're also not all due at the same time. I have to do this unclaimed property report, and I did fill mine out for this year. That is due July 1st. There is the federal report that I think abbreviation is FinCEN or something. I should check if that's a one and done or if that's an annual. I need to check on that. I did fill it out for this year because it is a new requirement this year.
Well, hopefully there's a fast pass next year. It's just an attestation. Hey, are you still not a foreign actor? No. Right? Okay.
Which is why I feel like it's probably not an all the time thing, but who knows? And then there's something called a franchise report, which pretty much is and I don't know why it's called a franchise report. I never looked at it because the threshold for needing to report is you make literally $1.2 million in a year. And hey, if I was making $1.2 million in a year on DICE, I would not be worried about Tucker's vet bills. So I get to fill out a report that is the no report version of the report, where I go into the report and go, I did not make that amount of money. Holy shit. Yeah. And then I send that in.
Maybe this whole becoming a foreign actor thing, if you could get 1.2 for being a foreign actor,
Yeah. I'm afraid to agree with you even in a joking sense.
Yeah, because you know what? If we have learned anything, is that sarcasm does not read well in the court of law.
Yeah, 100%. And the government certainly has no sense of humor. So it's I'm not touching that shit at all.
Anyone listening to this stream, I'd like to say that I'm an independent person not affiliated with Long Dog Dice or its LLC in any way, shape, or form, and there have been no quid pro quo financial exchanges unless goods and services were rendered for the payment.
But yeah, this email, it was funny when I got the email, I immediately reached out to, there are 2 other small businesses that I know that are Texas-based, and so I immediately sent them messages to be trying to figure out, if I got this thing by mistake or if this was an everybody thing. And one of the businesses had gotten it, but the other one hadn't. And so then I was okay, I have more questions now. What do I do with this? Okay, okay, Haru, we're just gonna do, I feel like I have to be missing something about this fight, but also, I've tried all of the things, so I guess we just hope a status ailment picks up. I am gonna have you increase everybody's attack, so I think it's about to go out for everyone.
Yeah, just to answer your question, you're not missing anything. This is just this is an endurance fight.
Ugh, that sucks.
This is old school NES JRPG of just the boss has a ton of hit points, and you gotta win the battle of attrition.
Yeah. Flash, to answer your question, it is a submission window thing where it's specifically the unclaimed property, the documentation is hey, on March 1st of the year, you should gather this information for yourself. So I was I can do it anytime between March and July now that I know it exists. It's you should gather this, starting in March and, finalize it internally by June 1st to submit to us by July 1st. The franchise report is due up to May 15th, but can be submitted with your regular annual taxes. The quarterly taxes have to be done, it is literally quarterly, so my Q1 closes March 31st, and then sometime between April 1st and April 15th, I have to submit my sales tax. It's all way more complicated than it ever needs to be, which really seems to, again, just kind of be how government works. So, looking forward to the day when the franchise report is relevant. I can't imagine a world... I'm trying to think about the amount of dice I would have to make to hit that, and that makes me want to throw up. So... Like, at that point, I have bought a warehouse and hired several people, and other people are making dice for me. That's the only way that happens. And at that point, why am I doing it? It's a lot like trying to solve the problems with the D&D game of, like, how I was trying to bring the groups together. It was like, oh yeah, I have a bunch of solutions to how to do this now that it's gotten messy. But all those solutions betray... A lot of the solutions betray the whole point of what I wanted to do with the campaign. So at that point, why am I doing it?
It is technically 9 o'clock.
Hey!
The second you finish that, I will say, in complete sincerity, I think it feels from our end that you have done a fantastic job given the circumstances of bringing our groups together.
Yay! That makes me happy. I'm going to talk more about D&D things after we get through this weird man's monologue.
But there is no reason for me to lose to thieves.
This guy clearly, I need to point out, this guy clearly has liver damage happening because those muscles do not look healthy and his eyes are yellow. That is liver damage.
Yeah, full head of hair, you know, at the beginning of this game.
Did he have hair at the beginning of the game?
No, I'm just effing with you.
I was like, shit, that was a year and a half ago. He might have, I don't know. I say a year and a half, it might be closer to 2 years. When did I start this game? I feel like it might have actually been August of the year and not later. We might be really close to 2.
You know what? It's better not to know.
It truly is, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Then stay down.
All right. Does anybody have a debuff thing? Do I have a debuff thing? You're just that. You're... that's for allies. That would probably technically debuff it, since I probably just, like, this is like advantage and disadvantage canceling out.
Yeah.
So that might be worth doing so everybody else can get shit happening. Or do I have items? Do I have an item for that? And then I can still do a hit and other people... No, because then I'm like, my attack's just not going to do anything anyway. So yeah, we'll just do that. Fuck off. I put a green cloud around his junk. Why did that only... Does it maybe had double up?
Well, no, because the thing you did says it lowered his accuracy and evasion, which is agility. It didn't do... The skill doesn't do anything for attack and defense.
I didn't read enough. Do I don't think I have my barrier up still. Oh, I do. Okay, great. All right.
Fine.
Well,
everyone else, yeah, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I'm the one who matters because the game ends if I die, so...
Yeah, because no one else can use that revival beat on you. You're the only one
right?
who knows how to use
Like, damn, go through my pockets a little bit.
The opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless.
Don't do anything reckless, pulls out a gun.
You know, but before we get into D&D, there was one thing I started thinking about, because we were talking about, it was either last week or during D&D, we were talking about, you know, Legend of Zelda games and, like, Prima guides to, like, figure out, like, where all the heart pieces were and, like, all of the Skulltulas were. I distinctly remember this, and Jen, I'm interested in getting your perspective on it. Being younger and going to a video store to rent a video game, and games like Legend of Zelda, and I remember I used to rent Link to the Past all the time. It was my favorite game to rent from our local video store. And, you know, there were 3 save files on the cartridge, and like when you rent it from a video store, you see random save files, random names, and there was one guy who named his character David, who had all of the heart pieces in Link to the Past, and I never had the heart to delete that save. I would delete other people's saves to make room for me. And I always wondered, like, how did he figure out where all the heart pieces were? Like, I need to meet this person.
Yeah.
Like, do I just, like, hang out at the video store and wait for some kid to pick it up? Like, hey, are you David? Where did you find all of this? Like, I'm a really big fan of all of your work. Like, everything that you did on that save file was incredible.
I love that. Also, I'm going to choose to believe Pathos over Flash that I did start Persona in November. So it's not as bad yet as I was afraid it was. Because November's still 5 entire months away. Like, that's...
5 entire months,
that we're at a year and a half, we're not at 2 years. Okay.
But yeah, did you ever wrestle with, like, feeling bad about deleting someone else's save file from a video game rental?
We were poor enough we never got to rent games, usually.
All right, well, you know what? I'm sorry I even brought it up.
Our special treat was the few times we were able to rent, we rented Pokemon Stadium a couple of times. But that was the only thing we ever got to do. And that one you didn't need to worry about save files because we had the little thing that you would like insert your cartridge into. So, oh, that's why I felt a weird tickle. Is I have Tucker hair stuck to the bits of my necklace. I was like, I can feel a hair, but I can't see it. Found it.
Ghost hair. Decreases
defense. So that'll be good. His attack will still be up. But I think that's probably my best option right now. Yeah. Alright. Comma time!
It's an angry Oxford comma.
Sorry for the trouble. I'm ready to help.
Okay. Maybe some things can happen.
But yeah, D&D. We got through a very fun fight yesterday in Jen's campaign that we only found out after the fact. She was very worried about a TPK.
I was terrified about a TPK because there were just like, it was one of those things that like the DCs were low for some of the abilities these things had, but failure of them was gonna be like catastrophic to a character, and I'm like, there's only 4 of you, and like if more than 2 people fail at a time, it gets real bad real fast. So the things you guys were constantly saving against were 1, the frightened condition against a thing, that if you failed it by enough, as unfortunately Sassy's character got to find out, if you failed it by too much, you very rapidly aged a whole lot. I had to very quickly Google the lifespans of Dragonborns to figure out if we were going to have a different problem. But then also, the one that never popped off, that I'm sure you can all figure out, was possession.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's also could go very badly very quickly. Originally, I had wanted to include a Banshee in that fight, but there are no clerics and no paladins in that group, and I was like, if the whale ability pops off and people drop instantly to 0, that gets so sketchy so fast.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh god. So I was like, so I took out the Banshees, but I was like, the other things are bad. I was like, this is fine. And for a second fight in a row, you guys managed to pull a super clutch move that completely changed how it went. Whether that was intentional or not is like a whole other thing. Because there was the fight, you guys were in an underwater tower where Ashley popped off an aura of life, and like the big thing that was happening in that fight was going to be necrotic damage, but that gave everyone resistance to it because you guys all stayed near each other. And this one, the big bad guy of this particular fight had a whole lot of things, a whole lot of abilities that got real nasty in dim light and darkness.
Resistance is futile.
And you, James, put up a wall of light that filled the entire room with specifically radiant light. And that was such a clutch fucking thing that changed so much of how that went.
Calm down.
Because if that thing had been able to use the ability even once, it was like, if this gets to pop off, it gets to essentially like teleport within, like between dim light spaces, and wherever it appears, there's a radius around it that takes 5d12 necrotic damage. It gets real bad real fast. I think you can make a con save for it. Still not great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to hear a dirty secret, Jen?
I would love to.
You were secretly worried about a TPK. Me as a player, I try really hard to divorce player knowledge from character knowledge, and Emil doesn't have a tremendous amount of experience fighting ghosts and skeleton men.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason I did Wall of Light was because there were 4 creatures in a straight line that I could drop it on, and I'm thinking it more from like a DPS standpoint of like, oh, I could get 4 things in one wall. That works for me.
Yeah.
Like, because a lot of Emil stuff works well in dim light and darkness as well. And I'm like, I guess I'll forego that and just go to try to, like, do crowd control and have this wall up to, like, reduce movement and make things difficult for these things to move around. I'm very glad to know that there are a lot of bad things that would happen in dim light.
Yeah. It was kind of a wild thing to do. Yes, Liz, 5d12. It was nasty.
Yeah.
I'll send you the stat block for the thing. I might have just made a mistake. Ooh, okay. I did.
But we all survived, and we're all just fine. You know, the 3 of us and our elderly compatriot. Uh-oh, Grandma's getting grumpy.
Okay, that's fine. Oh, yes!
Oh.
Yes! I did have a different plan for... Okay, here's the problem, is I want her to do this, but I do think I need her to heal people right now.
Awaiting orders.
Oh, no! Because I don't think this is going to kill the guy. And if he goes again, if he attacks me, I don't have my wall up anymore. Shit, I legitimately... I feel like it's better to forego the showtime knowing it won't kill him. And have the heal go through. I feel like that's the smartest thing to do. Fuck, yeah, do it.
You know, I distinctly remember a year ago, saying like, when would I ever not want to do the showtime? I'm like, okay,
yeah,
all right, we'll see. I'll sit on this knowledge for a year and a half. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Okay.
It's like,
I need to think about
this. Well, while you're thinking about it, I'll tell Chad. I've been sitting on that picture that I put in my tweet since the beginning of Persona 5 streaming. I'm like, all right, there's going to be a moment when Jen gets to this fight, and I am saving this picture for this fight. So I've been saving that picture for a year and a half, waiting for this specific tweet.
Okay. I need... Haru's turn has to put the wall back up in front of me. I need to use somebody's turn to start restoring Soda Pop, probably to Gwen first, then me. Okay, so I think I can still attack. Haru does wall, Ryuji does Soda Pop. Gwen can probably attack. Okay, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that.
Ravage them! Not bad.
That really didn't do it. Oh, nope. This is... I just realized the flaw in this. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. We're gonna do this. We'll have Gwen do Soda Pop, because I want you... You can't do that! Alright, yep. Because your Soda Pop's too low. Okay. That's fine. We're gonna get Gwen's Soda back up. Yeah.
Thanks.
And you're gonna get... We're just gonna give him a coffee.
This should do.
Sorry.
Okay. That's fine. This is fine. What? Oh, sweet. Dope. Even better. All right.
It's like, I'll do this myself.
So, attack, defense, and agility.
Yeah, that was a Pearl of Power move right there. It's like, I'm out of spell slots. Nah, I got one more left.
We're gonna do... Get your defense down.
Such impertinence.
We're gonna do... I still have the physical wall up. Knowing that he is now doing some magical shit, put that on me too.
You're gonna glitch out his AI. He's not gonna know what to do.
And then you are gonna get all of our attack up. Okay. I feel okay about this. I feel okay about this. Do I need to do... I should heal. We're gonna do a big heal. We're gonna heal everybody.
Healies.
This is just a big buff round, which I fucking hate, but whatever.
You know, I think it's.
Oh!
To get a super move.
Is the super move reviving Haru? Great. Fucking hell.
You know, I don't think it's been out loud stated. We all know Makoto and Gwen, you know, might as well be two people looking in a mirror like, hey, you're me. I'm like the Spider-Man. Like, I do like that Makoto has become the healer, which I know Callista deliberately did not heal, but she had the choice to. She had the choice that she could if she wanted to. Like, it's weird how Makoto's is kind of like this little Callista and Gwen just mixed together, isn't it?
Fucking hate it.
Yeah. I thought you would.
We're gonna...
It had to be said.
We'll have him do it. We'll have Ryuji use an item to get Haru up rather than using Soda Pop to do it. No. No, we'll do this. Because then she gets a turn.
Thank you.
Oh, yes! There we go! That was a good choice!
Yeah. Boy, does she get a turn. You know, this damage gets double too.
That was a fancy KO.
It wasn't a KO, though. He's still standing. Are you watching this? Okay. Just... Yeah, do that. Come on. Oh, hello.
How are these low-life brats beating me?
Now's our chance. Let's take his treasure.
Oh God, don't have yet another face.
Don't think you won.
Please don't. I want to find out Akechi somehow is not actually dead. He crawls out from that open curtain back there and shoots this fucker. That's what I want.
With a high-powered sniper rifle.
Yeah.
The power held by the most elite is what rules over our society. It's vexing that I have to use this on some foolish brats. But I will educate you through and through.
He's still gonna come at us? Did you hear that, Shido?
Oh.
Shido! I have decades of experience over these brats.
No way. He's even stronger now?
I was gonna make a joke and then I realized I was gonna violate my own spoiler rules, so I will not make it. But that's enough. That's enough that if you know, hey, if you know, you know. And if you don't, then you're fine.
Die.
Yeah, probably. You're very square. Okay.
The opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless.
Persona!
Okay.
Go down.
This is just a slog. This is just a slog. It's not even like fulfilling.
It is just a good old school JRPG trope. Just.
Ugh.
Persona!
How many turns of it? Do I need to rebuff everybody? I don't think so. Do that. We'll have. Yeah, that was little baby stuff. Oh, we're in a different order now. I feel like I should be concerned about that. What repels do I have on myself? Okay, because it's flashing the 2, I think I have both of them still up.
That's correct.
And my attack is apparently through the roof, which is great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Persona! This is a part of me!
Resistance
that did a whole lot of nothing. Uh-oh. Okay.
Oh, he used the legendary action.
I love it. Except he cheated because you're not supposed to be able to use a legendary action at the end of your own turn.
Oh no, the Persona game is not playing fair with the player. No, say it ain't so. No, how could it?
Do I have an item that will undo all of his shit?
I think you do.
Increases, raises. Decreases defense on all turns. Lowers actually evasion. All stats? Will that undo his big shit, or...
I honestly don't know. I've never used that item before.
Okay, well this one.
Yeah, that one will definitely
That
put
one
him
will
back
for
to normal.
sure. Oh, removes all stat buffs. I could also use this when I have 7 of this.
Yeah.
Probably use that. Great. We're gonna do that. Anyways, do you have other D&D things you want to talk about? Because otherwise I have a generalized thing.
Yeah, so I want to talk about ducks.
You want to talk about ducks? Okay. Talk about ducks.
Yeah, so ducks. So Jen, you used ducks on us, and I loved it. I loved the whole encounter with the ducks.
I don't know what you mean that I used ducks on you. Some ducks appeared while you guys were traveling, and they were totally fine, normal ducks.
Yeah, totally fine, normal ducks. So I also I felt very inspired and borrowed the totally normal ducks in my Pathfinder campaign. And I sent you the dice rolls that my players rolled to show that they did in fact trigger duck. The funny thing with the ducks, well, they completely reacted in exactly the way we would hope that they would react when they see just some normal ducks following them and keeping up with them when they're a horse, and doing some crazy mind things with them. But it actually works in the Pathfinder campaign, and I can say this because I know my players are not watching this right now. In the woods that they're just outside of, there lives a pixie and a pseudo dragon who are best friends, and they're chaotic good.
Okay.
And let's let him talk so we can keep combat going, and I'll tell my story.
Okie dokie.
You will regret your actions. You've angered me for the last time.
You were so roided out.
I won't go easy.
Okay, I think we're safe again.
Yeah. So
Resistance is
this pixie and pseudo dragon.
I won't go easy.
Oh my god! Stop doing things!
Come at me.
Fucking cheating.
So he's they're chaotic good, and it's written in the campaign that what they prefer to do when people get close to their home is to use illusions and trickery and just play like tricks on people. But the tricks will turn lethal if they end up being like, bandits and other evil aligned people. Like the tricks suddenly become more lethal. So I'm like, okay, I already have this pixie and pseudo dragon that use illusions to mess with people. If they get close and they're exploring around and they roll like a sufficiently high DC to trigger an event and they roll a 6, I'll have ducks appear from the pseudo dragon and the pixie and just harass the group. And that's exactly what happened. So they don't know that the ducks were from the pixie and the pseudo dragon. They might meet them later in the campaign. But I like how it was able to...
You can't match my ambition.
Ooh. That was a thing.
That was
You okay?
Yeah, that was a whole lot. You keep talking about the ducks. I'm gonna go check on Griff real quick because he's not in here. Tucker?
Sure.
Okay. Okay, there he goes. Oh boy, yeah, I'm gonna go check on Griff real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. So the pseudo dragon and the pixie summon the ducks, and now one of the players is paranoid of the ducks, and every time they roll very low on their perception, I have them imagine a duck is nearby, or they hear the quacking of a duck. And I think they're going to murder every duck now they come upon in the campaign because of this one encounter. So maybe they'll meet the pseudo dragon and the pixie, and they'll become friends, and they'll explain like, oh, the ducks were just a joke, haha. But I think a lot of innocent ducks are going to die along the way
You've
because
got a
of it.
player who's racist against ducks now. Like there was one bad duck, and like that's it.
I know. And it's a side of their character I wasn't expecting, but now they're just racist against ducks. Perfectly innocent ducks just minding their own business. But yeah, so that has been happening. That encounter took 45 minutes to get through because they were so paranoid and like taking turns.
I don't know what that's like at all.
I know, right?
Did we tell the original duck story to the stream? Like, I know Farron thinks this is a fun thing. Does Farron know the original duck story.
I don't think we told them the original duck story.
Would you like to tell the original duck story, or do you want me to tell the original duck story?
You know, I will tell the original duck story while you focus on finishing this fight, and then jump in if I misrepresent something.
Okay.
We were traveling in Jen's campaign, and you occasionally roll to see if an event happens while you're traveling. It could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing. An event triggered, and I don't remember who it was, I just know it wasn't me. They rolled a 6 on a d6. And we're riding on the road, and with the insane perception of the other 2 party members, I mean, like, their passive perceptions are ridiculous. Like, they hear and see everything. We were aware of ducks just following us. Just keeping, just waddling along the way. And, we keep riding, and I think Ashley, who's our druid, casts Speak with Animals and goes to talk with the ducks. And it's like, hey, what's up, ducks? And the ducks only quack back with Speak with Animals, which is very alarming for numerous reasons if you understand the language of the spell Speak with Animals.
How's this?
And then we try running away from the ducks. One of the horses sees the ducks and just starts freaking out. And because Ashley has Speak with Animals up, she knows that the horse knows exactly what the horse is saying. The horse starts freaking out. My character does a lot of majestic acrobatics to keep the horses from running away. But then I think the ducks are doing psychic damage to someone. I don't know if it was Krilla or Ashley's character.
What ended up happening was, so originally there were 3 ducks. And they cast Speak with Animals, and we're still just hearing a quack, and they're like, what? And then the horses started freaking out, so everyone focused on that. When they turned back, 2 of the ducks were gone. There was only 1 left. And so Ashley's character, approached them and tried to say something, and when the duck opened its mouth again, what Ashley's character heard was, sounded almost abyssal and demonic, and then they took psychic damage, and when they looked again, the duck was gone.
Yeah, that was marvelous world building right there with ducks. I loved that encounter so much.
It was just a wild thing, and it's one of those dumb things I thought of, on one of my, back when I had the stamina to actually do my 3-mile walk. Post-COVID, I could barely get to the fucking mailbox, which is super fun. But it was just one of those dumb things, I came across some ducks, and I was like, it'd be real funny to just have some ducks just be an encounter, because, eventually, imaginations start running wild about ducks. Yeah, I had a great time with it. So,
and just in what I envision in my campaign, I feel like it's just going to be a running gag. We just do random perception checks, and we see the silhouette of a duck against the rising moon. Huh?
Yeah.
Put up this much of a fight.
I mean, the good news is Finch hasn't heard the duck while you guys have been in the mine. So, that's good.
True. We get to the barracks, there's just 1 duck on top of the barracks. Huh. Great.
Yeah. Oh, Carl, I do remember you sending me that shit. I should look at that again. I should also send you... Carl, I should send you the thing I found the other day that I'm definitely going to use. I feel like you would appreciate it. Get some good use out of it.
Won't let you have this.
Oh boy. What are you gonna do? Oh. Hi. You blew my party members away. Is that for flavor, or is that for real?
All right, Joker?
This feels for real.
I never would have imagined that impertinent brat from so long ago.
Again, it was just
to get in my way
just
this much.
8 months.
Honestly, unbelievable. I should have finished you off before this could have happened. It seems I too was naive. However, my dream has been attained.
You coughed up confetti.
My desire to steer this country has finally come to fruition. But my ambition has only yet begun. I will not stumble over mere minutia like yourself.
You used a word with a lot of vowels in it.
You did. Still, no one will call you by your name. They'll call you Minutia, this guy, our leader.
This guy not knowing my name absolutely makes sense. He's off the hook just because there's no way he pays attention to the name of anyone.
Yeah.
I will reduce you to nothing!
We've come so far. We have to do something. Joker, please don't lose.
It's okay, I have a large knife or a small sword. I can't, whichever one it is. Oh, okay, I am alone. Great. Perfect. Oh boy. Yeah, okay. Well, I think I at least have one of the repels up. That did even less. That did even less. Oh, thank you, Jesus!
Oh man, I got a little worried because I didn't know what your resistances were.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna. Here's the thing: is I think he's gonna cycle through stuff.
Something else.
Who do I have up right now?
Unicorn.
Oh,
it does null. Okay, that was really lucky.
Yeah.
That was really.
God, do I think this guy's gonna have curse or not? Like, do I move to? You've got a lot of null. Oh, yours is the same one. So I know ice is still for sure good. So I feel like I switched to you for safety. I was like check everyone else real quick, but like I feel like you're where I want to be. Yeah, because I don't know if he's gonna suddenly fucking drop nukes. Oh, this would be good. I could heal off of this if he drops ice again.
You could heal off of that. Yeah.
But all I've got really to work with is ice, and I don't know if he's going to be resistant to that at this point. I don't know if there's weird fuckery happening. I mean, then there's my cheater guy.
that guy is strong to everything. That was nice.
I saw because I'm just looking at the elemental strip across the screen, and I was like, oh, this one looks good. Oh wait. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're 1v1ing, you know, he's been cheating with all these health bars, you know, I think it's only fair that you cheat yourself.
God, I only have medium shit with this guy, though, but I feel like just to protect myself, it's the safe thing to do. Ugh!
Hey, you resisted it.
Okay. Do I spend a turn healing? Do I? What stuff do I have? I have 50.
Calm down.
I have 150, which is more than I just did using an actual thing. Maybe I just start chugging through these. Are you resistant to this shit too, or does it actually do 150? Okay. God, that might be the way to go. I gotta heal. I gotta heal on this one. Okay. We're fine. We're fine. 100 HP, 200 HP. 100 to 1, 50 to 1. Fully restores 1. I could do that. That's useless. Okay. Do I start using, do I use the bead? Probably. Y'all don't have to just watch! Futaba can fucking, like, beam in shit. Just do that! And then we'll go back to Magatamas. Do they go higher than 150? I don't think they do. Yeah, it starts going to all those. So, yeah, we'll just, like, where did I go? 150, 155, yeah. Well, just I should, see, here's the thing, I want to take down your stuff, but I don't know if you're gonna immediately put it back up again. Okay. And the 150 seems to be bypassing that anyway, so I don't think it matters. We're just gonna do that, I guess. Fuck yeah!
Resistance is futile.
No, it's actually very good. Resistance is not futile.
Hold on.
Nice.
We're just gonna keep doing this. Maybe he frees you. I don't know. I didn't pay attention if this can inflict that. I don't think it's going to.
Resistance.
Okay, come on. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Don't crit. Okay.
You resisted it.
Why did my shit go?
Let's see. There.
Come on. God, there's only a sliver! We're okay. God, do I heal or do I go for it? Oh! Oh!
Calm down.
Oh!
Oh, decisions.
Here's the thing, is none of the damage he's been able to do so far has been 200. So in theory, as long as he doesn't crit on me, I could get away with one more.
Using it.
Come on, do it.
Let's see.
Knock him down. Do it. No!
What?
Okay, that's fine.
Joker, your attack's down.
Yo, that's not the only thing down. My health is down. Give me that bead.
I won't go easy.
See, that tells me I could have just fucking done it. I could have just done it. See, now I feel like I wasted the bead.
Well, I mean, you've been holding on to them the whole game. If you're not going to use it in this fight,
Well, I'm pretty sure there's more after this if I make. Oh my god!
block.
Thank fucking Christ. Don't be. I have warnings.
Not bad.
Thank you,
Yay.
God.
Yay! Way to go, Jen.
This can't be. Losing to a brat like him.
Oh, he turned gray very quickly. Thank you for your 40,000 money. It means nothing to me. I feel like I should have gotten more XP for that, but...
Yeah. I'll add that to the pile, the millions of yen I have at home.
Right? God.
Power courses through me.
Hey, you did it. Way to go.
Whew.
How could I lose?
Here's the interesting thing. This is the first of the post we beat the palace rulers where the piano music has not immediately kicked in. So there is still some shit plot-wise that is coming that is not what you would normally expect.
For causing countless mental shutdowns in others, you will atone with your life.
Are we murdering him? I like that Gwen is on board with this. This does feel very Gwen. At this
Don't
point.
you got something to say to our leader before you go passing out?
Oh my god.
Yes.
Uh-oh. No, don't.
I acknowledge that I incriminated you on false charges.
Guys, he's fucking lying. He's trying to do the whole, like, oh, look, you changed my heart thing. So that way we'll fucking leave. This is not real.
I did it to protect myself.
Absolutely you did. You understand enough about how this works. He's fucking playing us. And there's two reasons we know that. One, we already went over his fucking manipulation tactics before the fight. And two, the piano music didn't start. This is not real.
I'm so sorry for what I've done.
No, you're not, because the piano didn't kick on.
It feels as though it's been quite some time since I have felt sincerely apologetic.
Point number 3, his fucking sprite just changed, and this is not a sorry fucking face. I know he doesn't mean that. I can tell. He's gonna be like, oh, I am, and I hate all these options for completely different reasons than I normally do. Yeah, I'm gonna tell him he's gotta confess. I'm just gonna say that.
That may be good.
No, it won't.
So, I've been defeated.
Sir!
Uh-oh.
No. Did they succeed?
Hey! Yes, sir.
Will I really be able to kill the Phantom Thieves if I take that?
Uh-oh. What is that? What is he holding? Oh, God.
According to Wakaba Ishiki's research,
Ah, fuck.
temporarily collapsing a palace will take down anyone inside it as well.
How do you temporarily collapse a palace? This is gonna be bad for everyone involved.
The abrupt nature of the collapse means they will be unable to escape without extreme luck.
Okay. Either. So he's gonna take this. He's gonna take this. I don't think that he knew about it. That they all know a lot about palaces, and I really want to know exactly what was in this fucking research. But let's ignore that for a moment. If he takes whatever this is, let's assume it works as intended. The palace is going to start collapsing. The game can't end here with us getting caught in it. So, I see the two options of what ends up happening being, one, my rant from the beginning of the stream where I was like, of course all evidence points to Akechi being dead, however we didn't see a body, it happened off screen, and I never trust that in an anime. So either the remnants of him fucking pop up, and that's why we're able to escape, or I feel like I said something like last week, week before, something like that, where I was like, I expect Morgana to do something stupid after having recognized, like, the little bit they have of, like, maybe I didn't actually exist outside of this whole system, and they're gonna sacrifice themselves so we can get out. Those are the two things I see happening. I feel like Morgana's more likely than Akechi, because I really do feel like he's dead, but again, the lack of a body, their possibility's always there. Those are my two possibilities I see of what's about to fucking happen.
Alright, I'm gonna write this down on my super special post-it note I have here.
Here we go!
However, the only way to purposely erase a cognitive world is by halting biological
He's gonna
activity.
temporarily die just and hope they can bring him back? Wow!
Talk about
In other words,
cutting the nose to
this
spite the
medicine
face,
will
you know?
temporarily kill you. There are great risks involved.
Anything will do. Give it to me.
Boy, it's just a cyanide pill. Goodbye.
Now, they're done for.
This will show them.
Okay, here's the thing about my prediction is, in any case, I don't really know what I think happens to this fucker. Because I do also think it'd be unsatisfying if they're like, if the game is like, yeah, he's just fucking dead. I don't think that'll happen either. Because that would just be so, like, what a fucking waste of a narrative thread. Because I don't think any of the 4 people in here are going to be like, yeah, he just took a pill that offed himself. I don't think any of them are going to fucking say that. So then it starts looking like, oh, okay, because then it starts looking like the Phantom Thieves did it, but who benefits from it at that point?
You know, Carl's right. Some people would rather die than say sorry.
I think we all know someone like that.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Goodbye.
How reckless of him!
Yeah?
Nap time.
We must be sure to transfer him at once if anything goes wrong.
No, this is pretty wrong.
Yeah, I was like, what do you mean if anything goes wrong? What point does it go wrong?
Wait, why a wheel? And it's for a ship?
We've been on a ship the whole time, On!
I must steer this country. If I don't, who will?
What arrogance.
I...
What the?
Huh?
An explosion? But we haven't taken the treasure yet. We'll talk later.
Yeah, grab it and go, you fuckers.
Come on, let's grab the treasure and run.
We're gonna try to jump for it, we can't reach.
Huh? Didn't we come from this way?
It's not that complicated from the main hall.
We can't get through like... What is happening? Hey, Oracle!
The ship is exploding. But why?
That doesn't matter. We gotta fucking go.
What kind of sloppy explanation is that?
Alright, buddy.
I don't know what's happening either. Something might have happened to Shido in the real world.
What do you mean, something?
I don't know. Standing around here isn't going to help. We have to run.
Those people were dumb and we're all looking different directions. Don't fucking split up.
Some of us will make it.
Yeah.
Oracle, are there any other escape routes? I'm looking, but...
I like how now we're starting to use codenames again after being like, you killed my father! Let me take off my mask! Like, there's no...
There's no way you could kill this guy again.
No!
Tucker, you alright? Your legs don't work good right now. Everything's good.
Yay.
Oh boy. Yeah, hi.
Yes, Flash. Yeah, Flash. Cats in water do not mix. Is more gone. So, like Vasile, he's a totally normal human.
We're gonna hang out, huh? We'll hang out.
Puppy hangout time.
We got the puppy lean real good. Here, let me make the puppy lean better. There we go. Everyone's got the lean. Okay. Okay, I'm further away from the microphone, but this is fine.
Our path.
Still, where else can we go?
I don't know how much of me and the dog are still visible on stream, but his comfort takes more priority, so...
You both look fine.
Okay, great.
At least 10 seconds ago, you both look fine.
Crap! This side too!
This is what happens when you stand around. Are we? Oh my god, there's water actively in the hallway. Yeah, you're sinking.
We are not gonna die like this!
Anime cutscene.
We're gonna die! I don't know how to swim! Over there, a lifeboat!
Let's go! We just gotta get there.
It's too far. We won't reach it in time.
Especially not if we stand here.
I got this.
Huh?
Hang tight. I'll nab the boat.
Ryuji!
It's now or never. Here it goes.
Ryuji!
Get onto the boat faster!
Hang on!
We're moving.
Oh shit! Oh, didn't have Ryuji being a casualty. a potential casualty on my bingo card. Be in the water. Be in the water.
Can't be.
Because it's gonna be hard to explain that disappearance in the real world. Oh man! Alright! Oh shit!
We're back. Ryuji! He didn't make it out. We gotta go back!
Yeah, no we don't.
That's impossible.
Yeah, what happens if we try to go back to a palace that was actively collapsing? Hey buddy, you okay? I'm good. We can just be chill.
Yeah. Tucker's just sad for Ryuji.
Yeah, that's what it is. You're good.
This isn't funny at all.
He was our fastest runner, too!
Which says a lot about all of us, but...
Yeah. The guy with the bad knee was the fastest one.
This is the treasure.
It's a legislator's pen.
I don't feel like they would actually kill Ryuji like this. I think we're gonna all have a big moment, and then he's gonna, like, come around the corner or something.
Man, that
There
was
it is. Mysterious voice, my ass.
For real though, why do palaces gotta explode so much? Can't they disappear normally? What?
Didn't you die?
What? I got blasted out from the explosion. When I woke up, I was lying on the grass. I mean, ain't I alive? What's this? Your crying face is so not cute.
It's your damn fault!
Oh my god, that was like a hard one.
We were worried about you! You troublemaker!
Wait, what's this about?
Very big, I'm gonna kill, you know, if he's okay, I'm gonna kill him energy.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Hold on, okay? Come on, I almost kind of died. You guys are joking, right?
I'm a bit hungry.
Oh my god!
Why don't we stop by somewhere before going home? Then I want sauteed foie gras.
Okay, what a very specific and kind of odd celebration food, but sure.
We could feed Ryuji through a straw.
Here we go. What's up, buddy? What do you want?
We're in reality right now, you know.
We were so upset because we thought he was dead and we're just leaving him passed out outside the building where we definitely just did something that is currently considered a crime.
Sir!
Thank you, NPC, for wearing a mask.
Right?
What have I... Huh? Is the medicine still affecting you?
And here's the question, is they all figure out... Okay, are we done? You want to be in our bed? Put you in here. Here you go. Is that good? Is that what you want? If they all figure out what happened, do they try to keep it under wraps? Hi, what's up? You didn't want to be in my lap anymore. I don't know what you want. Just hang out there.
Yep. Flash, to answer your question, why do they have a surgeon's tray there? That's what we like to call in the industry a prop, to let you know that that's a doctor. Because we can't communicate that verbally.
Should we get him to a hospital? We should probably wait and see a little longer.
See?
We gave him something that did temporarily kill him, and this guy wants to wait and see, but okay.
That's why he's a private doctor.
Yeah.
Night Metric.
I must atone.
No. Was his heart changed?
Okay, what do these 6 fuckers do now?
Did the temporary death serum not work?
What a name for a thing!
I know Keith is still workshopping it back at the lab, but...
Sir, if he's had a change of heart, will he blab everything about us?
Do they fucking kill him? God, that'd be great.
Everything will be ruined.
What are we supposed to do about his campaign?
Announce that he's not feeling well.
For the next 20 fucking days, that's what we're going with?
Arrange a hospitalization in absolute secrecy. Don't let anyone near him.
Yes, sir. Keep the media out. Damn it, we have to do something.
Temporary death serum. And then just leave the crying man alone. Next to all the medical implements, which I find interesting.
I'm sure.
What the?
Judging from his lacerations, it would appear he was kidnapped, then killed at another location. And...
Sojiro! Don't tell me.
Tell me what's happening on the news.
I'm gonna get angry.
Tell me what's happening on the news. Who are they talking about? Oh, they gotta be talking about Akechi.
Hey, didn't know you guys were back.
Okay, great. Why are there a bunch of newspapers here, though? Like, I have questions about that. I want to know who they're talking about on the news.
What are you talking about? I was taken to that asshole Shido's place. They suddenly told me I could go home. That's thanks to his change of heart.
Maybe don't say that out loud while there's a bunch of shit in here. We don't know if there's a bug. No clue. I have plausible deniability.
You don't have to play dumb, you know.
I do, because I don't know what is in this room right now.
They had me blindfolded the whole time, so I've got no idea where they took me.
Oh, yes, the normal thing police officers do.
Though it sounded like they were oddly bustling about.
Japanese police are just very thorough, Jen.
Yeah.
Man, my handsome mug was nearly ruined. That's all fine and dandy. But they really did a number on this place. Sorry to bother you two when you're tired, but I need you to help me clean up.
Now we just got off an exploding ship. Totally, I'll get the mop.
We definitely 20 minutes ago thought one of our friends was dead, but it's okay.
Yeah, we left him for dead. There's a difference.
Okay.
Oh, Ryuji's conscious again. That's good. He talks with a British accent now. It's kind of weird, but, you know, head trauma can do that to people.
All right. We should act as normal as we can.
We gotta wait 20 fucking days.
Hey, think about all the social links you can max out.
You're right. Mishima, what do you want? Oh no, don't. I'll obviously be answering yes this time. That makes it sound like you weren't before. What's happening? Okay. Yeah. That was a very accurate sprite face. God. Alright. And as much as I still have the D&D thing I want to talk about, but it's 10 o'clock, so I think we just, call it. Cat's sitting, so I can't leave. I could probably go downstairs if I really wanted to.
Is it a long D&D story?
It's a discussion.
Okay.
Because I wanted to explain. There's short version so that way you know what's coming. I guess I'll save it for next week. So I've been catching up on Dimension 20 Fantasy High, junior year. And the short version is that because of the way that season has to be formatted, Brendan has introduced a downtime mechanic that I find really fascinating. So I wanted to inform people who aren't watching that how that mechanic works, and then talk about it, because I think it's really cool and a good way to handle a problem that tends to be persistent in D&D. But it will be a discussion and a longer thing. So I think all I'll do for right now is make my...
Okay.
This is me asking you, James, a direct question.
Okay.
My vague memories of Persona 4 are when we got to the quote-unquote the end of the game, we did a thing where there was an ending, and I was like, okay, great, now that you did that, you've unlocked some things. You can reload your save and maybe make, a different choice to get different and continue to progress. I have the materials to make the Infinipick. And part of me wants to do it just to say I've done it. But mechanically, is there any, like, am I going anywhere else where it will matter?
Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna fucking do it then. We will make the permapick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, when you next save your game, save it in a different slot, please.
Okay.
What's up?
I'm gonna save right now just in case, because I don't know when it's gonna lock me into some shit. I did that. Yeah, this is the save I started today at, and I made a different one just to be safe.
Okay.
So I'll save that. I'll save there, and I'm gonna make my Infinipick.
Okay.
Oh, I don't like that Morgana's commenting on it right now. That's fucked up. All right, so I'll make an Infinipick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it. Oh, I just don't even get to pick the 12 things. Okay. Oh, it just takes me back to it. Okay, great. I don't think there's anything else that probably matters.
Oh, Pathos, Jen doesn't need my help to get the truly awful ending.
Yeah.
I looked at the truly awful ending of if I hadn't successfully navigated the conversation with Sai, and if she did actually kill me, that was not okay.
Yeah, that was a tough one. There were, I don't know if worse is difficult to say. There are other equally bad ones, but for different reasons. Like that one was just kind of like from a violence perspective, that was a pretty bad ending.
Yeah.
They're bad or physical.
Oh, Robot James is back. I heard there are bad, and then you were gone.
Sorry, I had to go talk to my wife to tell her to stop streaming for a second.
Oh, okay,
it's
great.
really, like I know she needs to have her time, but like, not right now. Yeah, Pathos, the Persona 4 truly awful, terrible ending. Oh, that is like, it gave me shivers. Like that's how uncomfortable I was during the truly bad Persona 4 ending.
Is that a thing I've already gone past, or is that still potentially to come?
In Persona 4?
Oh, Persona 4. I was paying 95% attention, apparently.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah, no, that 5% is very important. No, in Persona 4, there's a truly awful ending that, like, I don't want to say, like, not quite on the edge of nightmare, but it makes me uncomfortable, like, in the way when you think about something embarrassing in your past and you just get that shiver when you have that realization, like, oh yeah, I did something stupid in my past. That's the kind of shiver it gives me when I think about that particular ending.
Damn, what causes that one? Because clearly I'm not going back to that.
Yeah. So this is if you become a Dachi's accomplice.
Oh, that's right, because he did ask, like, questions that I think were implying, like, hey, like, help me out, or whatever.
Yeah, that ending is horrible.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, no, you're doing great. We have a separate save file. Everything's fine. Nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
We'll do that. There we go. And we'll save after having made this stuff.
Yeah.
And then I guess we're just gonna kill 20 days probably.
Yeah. You can finally rank up Shogi Girl, the doctor. You can she can replenish all of your beads and that sounded bad. She can replenish all of your medicine that you used for stuff.
Can we talk about this line Morgana said? I feel like this is where we end the stream, was Morgana commenting on the way I used my hands.
Yeah, it's funny because I got it in stereo, one from my earpiece,
No.
and then what's coming from Missy's computer right now. It's
God. But yeah, I guess we'll call it there. And I'm gonna assume I just have a whole bunch of days of downtime and the game's not gonna do anything fucked up